nothing I can do to be a good friend.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to get. What's so funny?
He'll always have his big dumpy.
Don't downplay his big dumpy. The guy's got a big.
I'm not.
Trent can throw that ass.
This is a problem. I'm fat. I'm like 25 pounds overweight. It's really bad.
That looks like someone photoshopped you.
Yo, I'm down 1K in the last 24 hours. Sounds like you need to take a break.
Going for a walk is also a good idea, but then what will happen is you're going to see like a guy in a Cincinnati Reds shirt for no reason at all, and then you're going to say, oh, that's a fucking sign. I'm going to put $1,000 in the Reds to get all my money back, and then boom, you're down $2,000, and you're saying fucking it's Jeff Sunday's fault because he told you to go for a walk.
I ripped the fuck out of my pants.
How ripped? Is that your crotch? What was that, dude? And let me just say, I saw a couple people in the chat. One said missing a Georgia hat, and then Slackpack said, I'll send you a Packers hat. I want to make myself very clear when I say this. I will light myself on fire in front of everyone I love before I wear a Packers or Georgia hat.
Check. Little close to the camera here. Good morning, everyone. Monday, June 22nd. Welcome to the board review on the Book It Sports Twitch and YouTube channel and our Twitters. I do always forget sometimes that we are on our Twitter. However, speaking of that, I think Twitter's down right now. So if you're watching, you're probably on the Twitch or YouTube. Good to see you, Steak. Great to see you. Nice hat. Great hat. Love the camo brim Sonics hat. Old school Sonics logo. I do miss it dearly. I have to tell you, I do miss it dearly. The board is not updated. That is from Friday. Yeah, Friday, 6/19. We'll get it updated. Good to see everybody. Why is Joey Dumps from saying hello from Mexico? Buenos dias from
He's in Mexico.
What is he doing there?
Hanging out with his lady.
Oh, nice. A little vacation to Mexico. I love
vacation.
That. A what?
Vacation.
A vacation. Oh, that like before you have a baby?
No, I didn't say that.
What's a baby?
Vacation?
I don't know. No, I haven't. What is that? It's just where you take your babe somewhere?
Yeah, vacation with your babe.
That's stupid. I don't want to start the stream like this, but that's...
You want to restart?
I don't want to start the stream coming in cranky and crunchy. I'm not doing that.
Restart. I would do a restart.
No, I just don't. Okay, but hold on. Couples go on vacations all the time. It's always just a vacation.
Okay, so do you want to just do a restart?
I'm just curious though. When did this start? Like
a long time ago. You're old as hell.
No. That's no. Anyways, Jeff don't know what a vacation is.
Barty Bart, 5-piece.
Let's go, Barty
5-piece nuggie from Barty Bart. Thank you, Bart.
Did Barty Bart have Kurt Kitayama to miss the cut? I should have taken that. BK. Yeah, thank you, bad guy. Jeff is right here. Very stupid thing. Yeah, people go on vacation with
check your text real quick.
Okay.
That was 10 years ago. A vacation has been 10 years ago. Wow, that's interesting. Jeff is mad he still hasn't hit a golf outright, but Steak has twice. Yep, I won't even deny it. I thought maybe. Well, I mean, I'm not going to tell you I thought I was going to hit a golf outright when a guy had a fucking 6-shot lead on a Sunday, but I did start to get that funny feeling like I haven't gotten in about 2 or 3 years. When I was on top of the world with fucking golf outright dominance. I don't like what's going on right now, by the way.
What's going on?
There's like back channel communications going on right now.
We're fine. We just got to handle some stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the last time you surprised me with something, Hovey came on the screen and we had 100 sub bangs that I didn't acknowledge because we had to make sure we heard Hovey's story about drinking champagne at a sister's wedding, which was great, by the way.
Very good surprise, and Hovey deserved it. The New York
Knicks. He did deserve it. I would have. I liked having Hovey up here to give him his flowers as a real, true, genuine Knicks fan. Where there are not a whole lot of. So, well, I mean, there's plenty of them, but, you don't really see them around on social media or whatnot. Twitter's back. Okay, good to see that. Steak going back-to-back on tour. This is more cow week. All right, so, Steak, congratulations. Let's just get it started right out of the gate. We do have a hype train. Thank you again to Barty Bart for the 5 subs. You gave out 5 subs. Very nice of you. We had a couple of follows as well, but those were from 2 or 3 days ago. I hope that they got noticed by whoever was streaming at the time. Congratulations. Is this your second outright of the year?
Second outright of 50-1 or better odds.
Wow. Well, that's not how we roll in the golf community.
I don't care how you guys roll. You guys in the golf community don't hit outrights.
So you're saying second outright overall and also acknowledging that they were 50 or better odds?
Yeah, I didn't take no dumb Scotty Scheffler 6-1 or Rory McIlroy 9-1. ethical hoops.
Fair. Yeah, that's a little bit different. I mean, a 35 to 1 outright is still,
Yeah, sure.
it's cool. Wait, so what was Morikawa when you got him?
Plus like 5,300.
Damn. Do you remember what tournament that was?
I thought it was called the American Express or something.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Definitely
probably
in
it.
California. I know that for a fact.
That's it. Nice job. Siwoo might be washed. Yeah. Horrible job by Siwoo. But anyways, great job. Let's we have a lot to recap. It is the recap. Snowman's in here. Love having Snowman in here. And shout out to Snowman, by the way. Yep, great job here. He did fade Wyndham yesterday. I think he doubled down as well. Nice job. It was always taking the course on Sunday. And but Wyndham was the rightful winner. And
I like when Snowman leans into something. That's the
me
best.
too.
Man.
Me too. Yeah, Snowman did a great job, and also we really appreciated having Snowman on Friday. Helpful with NBA draft talk, which I got a couple wagers in. The NBA draft is tomorrow. I turned the TV on to see what the sports world's talking about. Giannis Antetokounmpo trade rumors are heating up to the Celtics, apparently, which we will talk about.
And then Jaylen Brown. I still think it's the Miami Heat.
Yeah, well, let's see what the offers are and what you think and where he should go. But we have a lot to discuss. We've got to get back in our bag with the hot dudes. Definitely took my foot off the gas a little bit. It was a nice holiday weekend. I ended up not doing much Friday, but Saturday had a nice little day trip out to Asbury Park in New Jersey, which was lovely. And then yesterday, I did go see a movie right when the U.S. Open got hot, but that's okay. We'll talk about that in a second. Did you have any weekend plans, Steak, that were noteworthy?
I went to Boca Raton to see my father-in-law for
Nice.
Father's Day. Yes.
Nice. It looks like you usually come on, even though for a Floridian, you're a pasty ass white guy, but it finally looks like you got some sun. Were you out at the pool, the beach or something like that?
White guy? Are you sure about that?
For a Floridian?
Really? I don't know.
Absolutely. You're like BK's skin tone for Florida standards.
Really?
Yeah, you're white.
Wow. Trent just gave out 10 subs. That boy Rav resubbed 26 months. W Rav. We got a hype train, level 5.
You are black in Wisconsin standard, Steak. That is very funny. Somebody, by the way, this Wisconsin burner account, he ended up saying it was all love and he was kind of just kidding. That boy Rav with a resub. I don't know if I heard you say that. Sorry if I repeated.
Doesn't matter if you did.
This guy, we were talking about Slack packs, how he's 21, but he looks 41. And I said that Wisconsin ages you. And he DM'd me. He was very upset by that. He's like, that New York smog has really gotten to your brain, geezer, or something like that. He was very upset with me talking, being critical about Wisconsin aging people. But we hashed it out and made sure everything was fine. You don't notice a difference of your skin tone right now? It looks like you got some sun.
Yeah, I just feel like I would never refer to myself as pasty. I'm kind of offended.
Well, maybe pasty.
That boy Rab with the resub. I don't know if you said it or if I said it or if this is the third time.
That's probably the third time now.
Rab resubbed.
Were you joking when you just did that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty funny. No, I think for Florida standards, you look a little more on the pale side than I would expect. But this is good.
Can I just say one thing?
Sure.
You know what's fun when you say a joke and your friend knows it was a joke, they just laugh. But it's not fun when your friend says, "Were you joking when you just did that?" And then you have to say, "Yeah, I was joking." That ruins it.
I'm not denying that. But you have to understand the joke that you just made is something that you are guilty of doing quite often.
Hence the joke.
Well, okay, but that's not fair.
The joke has to be a little bit believable.
Yeah, of course. But I'm also, I'm a gullible guy. So sometimes if something happens intentionally or not, I like to press it. You know what I mean? To filter it out.
Okay, fine. Reeve Treves really actually resubbed. It's our first time saying it. 44 months, 2 hearts, which is honestly, that's a lot of love from Reeve Treves. We'll take it.
Yeah, maybe one of those hearts is for me. Reeve Treves is he's not my foxhole, so I will absolutely take it. And happy Father's Day to you and to all the Ravs, to all the dads out there. I know I have the I was going to call it a stigma. It's not a stigma, but the reputation of not being a kid guy. But I always say it, just because I don't like kids, it does not mean I don't like good parents. Good parenting and good parents fire me up. I absolutely love it. You're very selfless. You have to live for your kid. And I respect the shit out of that. So we appreciate you and thank you to everybody out there, all the dads who tune in and Steak you as well. All right. Happy Father's Day to us fathers. Yeah, nice job, Reeve Street. Happy Father's Day, Steak. I thought it was funny when Trent sent that DM or that text to the group and was like, and somehow Biev.
Yeah, that was great.
That's pretty funny. Okay. let's talk some golf. And we'll have BK on Wednesday. I'm excited to talk to him about it because there was well, let's do this actually before we talk golf. Let's get an idea.
I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, and I had a feeling you're gonna have questions. I had a feeling that this was gonna be a pretty good tournament to talk about, given how everything played out. And I wanted to have some opinions, so I really dedicated about an hour and a half today. I listened to a little bit of what Pardon My Take had to say, but they're not like a golf, podcast or anything, so you kind of take that with a grain of salt. But I went back and I listened to BK's recap with Andy Lack on their YouTube channel of the event.
No
I read
fucking way.
What?
No way. Dusty May to the Dallas Mavericks. Oh my God. That's actually insane. That's insane.
The Michigan head coach?
Yes. Not the Cardinals pitcher. I know we get them confused. The Michigan head coach. It's got to be verified. 20 people just said it. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. I know so many Michigan fans. Pranav isn't pissed. Should we text him right now or should we just let him be?
I would probably just let him be.
Oh my God. But then again, I kind of want to bet Michigan to win the Natty next year.
I think when we talked about Dusty May, I have no problem with him leaving. Remember, you said if you're Dusty May, stay there and dominate at Michigan.
Sure.
It's really hard to repeat in this era, in this landscape of college. You went in, you got your championship, you had one of the best college basketball teams of all time. Get out of there.
Wow.
Get out of there.
Michigan's coach just left Michigan to go coach Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
Snowman is just, it's all over the place. It's on the walls. It's fucking.
Oh, well, Snowman. Oh, because Snowman has to be happy about this. I was going to say he's 100%. Not going to like Dusty May coaching because he's not a Dusty May guy, but he likes Dusty May now for leaving Michigan.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Can't Twitter work? I need to talk. Can Twitter work? I need to talk so much shit. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Twitter. It seems to be down. Okay, real quick. What were you doing yesterday? Were you watching? I know you went to Boca Raton and saw your father-in-law, but were you watching the U.S. Open with a Wyndham Clark ticket? Congratulations.
I went to brunch and I got home at the absolute perfect time. I think when I got home and turned on the TV, Wyndham Clark had just finished hole 6.
Okay. So that's great. You picked up where I left off because my wife and I went to see Obsession. And have you heard about this movie?
I was ready to make fun of you. I actually really want to see that movie.
So yeah, it's got like a little bit of a cult following already. It's one of those where it's like 94% Rotten Tomatoes, 8.1 on IMDb, which by now, if you're still paying attention to Rotten Tomatoes, wake the fuck up. But IMDb, if you get an 8.1, it's kind of like a Portnoy scale of pizza. Like that's pretty good. I also saw, I think it was one of those movies where it costs like $1 million to make and it grossed $100 million or something. And it's like, wow, there's not that many great movies to see. And I love seeing movies. When I look, there's a little independent movie theater in our neighborhood. It's great. So they serve food, beers, all that shit or whatever. And we like go seeing movies there. The problem is it's a smaller theater, so it sells out. This was a movie we had tried to see, but if you went like day of to go see that movie, every seat is sold out. So my wife and I ahead of time were like, let's go see this movie. How is 4:30 on Sunday? And I had to work at like 1. So I was like, that's perfect. Also, at the time too, because I think we did this Friday or something, Wyndham Clark looked like he was kind of running away with this tournament. And I'm like, the U.S. tournament's kind of meh, even regardless if he was or wasn't. The U.S. Open was kind of meh. It was kind of boring. It lacked juice. I was like, I'm not going to give 2 flying fucks. So I'm hanging out. I'm watching golf early, and it starts to get good. Like, I think Wyndham, I can't remember if he bogeyed the first hole or the second hole, but he had a bogey out of the gate.
Yeah, that I didn't see, but I feel like he had 2.
He had 2.
-7. He went into the day, and then I felt like by hole 5, he was -5.
He had 2. I think he had 2 bogeys to the first 5 holes, but I couldn't remember if the first bogey was on hole 1 or hole 2. So, and then Burns came out, and he went from, I think, even, because he had an early bogey too, and then he went to 3 under. Yeah, and so the gap started to slim up, and I'm like, oh my God. And then I left Sam Burns. I would have loved to have seen what the live odds were on this because I think Wyndham just bogeyed. He bogeyed a par 5 too. Made a 6 on a par 5 and like yikes. Burns had just hit a beautiful tee shot. I want to say maybe this was like the 8th hole or 9th hole or something. No, it was 9. Does anybody remember this? It was hole 9. Burns has a beautiful tee shot. He's in the fairway, and he fucking hits a wedge onto the green, and it's short. It comes up short, and it rolls into the fringe. Like,
Yeah, I did watch. Yeah,
they call it. This is this word that you only hear in golf, the fescue. Now you're going to tell me, all my friends say that word. Fescue is what they call it, and it's like
heard of fescue ever in my life.
Okay, there we go. But it's like longer. They almost look like pampas or something. I don't know. It's like long. It's like more difficult to get out of. So he fucking bogeys 9, and he was right in the fairway. And it was like, man, even the commentators were like, that's a terrible bogey after a beautiful tee shot. And I was like, fuck. I really think that was probably the point where if Burns was going to win that tournament, he had to make a good shot on the green. But for whatever reason, Burns is kind of a little bitch mentally. Like he just doesn't have that killer in him to take the next step. And I have some things to say about Wyndham, but this is where I want to kind of hand it off to you. So then I went to the movie, and I go to the movie, and I didn't piss once. It's an hour and 45 minutes. Didn't pee once. Went to the bathroom after, checked my phone, and I saw that Wyndham was on 18. The odds, Wyndham was only minus 400 live, and Burns was like plus 300. I was like, wow, this isn't over. But then he went from minus 400 to minus 800, right like this after I was done pissing. I was like, okay, it's over now. So I have a few more things to say, but I'll hand it off to you. So what did you saw like the last 2/3 of the tournament? How close did this really get on the back 9? Like, were you nervous?
Yeah, I got really close. I think if I'm not,
Right back.
I think it was hole 17 or maybe 18 when he literally missed the birdie by like an inch and then collapsed to his knees. That would have tied it. And
Who's he?
Sam Burns. You
Oh,
didn't see
Burns
this?
missed a birdie. No, I just told you that.
Oh, I didn't know you didn't see a highlight. I felt like the highlight of Sam Burns collapsing to his knees was everywhere. You didn't see it.
I did not see that. No.
Sam Burns is on all four with his like club in front of him. I mean, it was some of the most emotion I've seen from a golfer after missing a shot live watching a tournament, to be honest. And I do feel like some of that is pent up from being. I feel like Sam Burns is really good. Like, I'm a casual, but every tournament I watch, I feel like Sam Burns is there at the end always. And I did see BK tweet Sam Burns is the best golfer without a major. Yeah. And I know what reputation he's obviously developing is that of a choker. For me, it feels like a guy who just hasn't got the role ever in his life. But I'm not here to talk about Sam Burns, obviously. Here's my question, because I thought this was pretty crazy. They were fucking cheering when Wyndham Clark was shooting bad shots. They were yelling, "Get in the bunker." Hadn't heard that before, by the way, when someone shoots a shot. I've obviously heard "get in the hole." I've never heard "get in the bunker." They were fucking hating on Wyndham Clark. Loud cheers when he would mess up. I get why they like Scotty. The cheers for Scotty were pretty crazy. I have a question about Scotty later. But what am I missing about Wyndham Clark? Like, you got a guy playing on Father's Day. His dad flew in to surprise him there. His mom died of breast cancer, and he wrecked what was it? What course was it where he wrecked the locker room?
Oakmont.
That's why everybody hates him?
I think for the most part, yeah. I think.
I was just wondering
and now
anything.
I'm a real casual golf fan. So I'm not the best guy to ask. So that's why I can't wait. By the way, good color on that coffee this morning. Good job. I can't wait to have BK on here because he'll do a better job of explaining this. But this is why I'm glad I listened to BK's recap, because BK actually said, and I got to give him credit for this, he has always been in on Wyndham, because Wyndham has given some interviews and he's very open about how he talks about him, the mental aspect of the game, and just like, the trials and tribulations and everything like that. And I do like that. I like when athletes are human beings when you talk to them and they don't just give like some robotic fucking, bullshit script or whatever. But I think the short answer to your question is yes, Steak. And that's kind of why I'm glad I listened to Pardon My Take, because this is what they talked about. They were like, this is really getting kind of blown out of proportion. If this is the only reason he is hated this much is because he destroyed a locker room at a golf course.
Yeah.
So I didn't know about the mom story. I didn't know any of that about his dad or anything, but go ahead. Did you have more to say now that that's kind of, I think, the gist of why people dislike him?
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting. And then I wanted to mix it in. Like I see the chat saying they all do that when Rory shoots. That kind of makes sense. I could see why Rory's the villain. Wyndham Clark being the villain doesn't make that much sense to me. Here's a question. This is a really casual question, but I'm going to ask it because it's been on my mind. Is Scotty Scheffler that likable?
Not to me. Not to me, brother.
That's what I
Not
was
to
gonna say.
me.
I feel
No.
like Scotty Scheffler seems like a giant douchebag guy.
Yeah, I'm
They're acting like
dude,
he's Captain America.
that's what they do act like. Yeah.
That's
This
weird.
this is where you and I collab. I had no problem with people booing Wyndham, but then I heard they were booing Wyndham and cheering for Scotty. I'm like,
Bro.
really?
Roaring for Scotty.
They're both. I would get it if it's like when Cam Young and Matt Fitzpatrick, like one's the British dude and one's the American, but like this is the thing that sometimes kind of annoys me with sports fans. It's like I respect and appreciate that Scotty is incredibly good at what he does. But at the same time, I have gotten criticized because I get sick of Scotty. There is another element to the player just being good at their sport where it's like, how do they seem as a person? Scotty doesn't really do anything for me. He seems like a nice guy, nice, humble.
Does he? Seems like he's okay.
Yeah, he's gotten a little bit more like, I don't know. He's shown a lot more emotion, I guess, and been a little bit of a I don't know the right term to call it when somebody gets frustrated on the golf course. Like I just think of you're just kind of a big baby, like Sergio Garcia would fucking smack around the bunkers, and then what's his John Rahm would be a big baby. Scotty started being a big baby too.
Sorry, but this is a good point. TC brings up you heard the thing about kids, right?
It's not just that. He threw his driver and almost hit an attendant over the head, smashed locker room and over, comes off as arrogant. Said family day at the Masters was good birth control. I got no beef with that.
I was going to say, how about I have no beef with that? I have children, and I still don't have any beef with that. Isn't that just kind of funny? I don't know. I might be becoming a Wyndham Clark guy, but I can tell you what I'm absolutely not, a Scotty Scheffler guy. I see our guy Knicks fan saying it's because they wanted Scotty to complete the Grand Slam. Totally get it.
Sure.
Bro, they were cheering loud as shit for Tom Kim. It was it became everybody that wasn't Wyndham Clark was getting fucking cheers. They were going for Tom Kim. I don't think Tom Kim got cheers like that ever in his life.
Yeah, here's where I'm at with this. I'll kind of own up to maybe being a little bit of a follower in not being a Wyndham Clark guy. Like maybe I was a bit of a poser. And then I stopped to think, you remember what did we just talk about where I was like, hey, I want to clarify my stance on this. Oh, the Brendan Sorsby thing. And I was like, yeah, he's eligible, whatever. No big deal. He didn't bet against his team, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hold on. I'm up here giving an opinion on a show where there's a couple hundred people in it, a couple thousand people watch it. I should have a better idea of what I'm talking about. When we talked about Wyndham, I would be like, Wyndham seems like a douche. And I'm not trying to be a prisoner of the moment and just be like, oh, I like him because he won. I'm not doing that. But I am taking a step back and I'm like, I think because everybody else just didn't like him, I think he does have a little bit of an arrogant, smug, punchable face. And the weirdest things bother me, but I have to admit, saying you're going to open a bottle of grape is just a douchey thing to do.
Yeah, he might be a little douchey. I didn't know it meant he deserved what he was getting yesterday.
Well, that's where I agree with you. And that's why I think I'm not changing course, but I agree with you. It's not even that he won. It was how much he was hated was kind of crazy. Because then it's like, did he do anything that bad? I'll say this. I don't give a fuck about the locker room at a golf course. I'm sorry. I don't. And I got to say, the part of me appreciates and respects golf fans that the etiquette and the classiness and we talk about the architecture of the course and the who designed it. There's all these elements of golf that makes it unlike any sport. And I really do respect and appreciate that. But part of the golf community are a bunch of bitches, dude. They're a bunch of bitches.
BK texted me Saturday and said, dude, do you have Wyndham? And I said, yeah. And he said, why the fuck haven't you tweeted? And I said, the golf Twitter scares me. And just from what I've seen, they're just giant ass babies. I understand all of Twitter is pretty much giant babies or burner accounts calling you slurs or whatever. But bro, golf Twitter is something else.
Yeah, and I don't even really know what to attribute it to. It's are they just a bunch of rich, spoiled kids who grew up on country clubs their whole life? And it's
I think so, man.
And it kind of is like everything in sports. It's like religion. It's like politics. Sports are the same way. I talk about this all the time. It's tribalism. And it's something you love and believe in. You can't hear anything negative about it.
Yeah.
Were you about to say something? Go ahead.
No, just a good comment by 301 Choco I highlighted, but that's it. He's right. You're always going to get one upped on golf.
I will say, I think I've told you this, but I'll say it again. I think for the people who listen and don't watch, if there's a comment worthy of acknowledging, you should say it.
Okay, sounds good.
What did he say?
He said, no matter what, you're always going to get one-upped on golf Twitter.
Yes, you absolutely will. But I'll push back a little bit. That's not a reason for you not to talk about Wyndham at all.
Yeah. No, I agree.
You're hyping up a bet.
Yeah, I was just absolutely balls deep into the World Cup.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I thought you were going to say you were being superstitious, but like, we're not those guys.
Nah,
okay.
It's fucking 57-1. I don't give a shit.
No, I don't think you need to be scared of.
I got second place 3 times this year. One of the times it was Sam Burns. I think me and you both had it, right? Didn't Cam Young beat Sam Burns, like come back and beat? That happened, right?
No, you had Fitzpatrick, I think.
Dude,
I didn't have him.
No, we had the same golfer, I swear.
It might have been Burns. I think I've been on Burns a handful of times this year, but yeah, he's frustrating me. But hold on, I'm not done with the Wyndham Clark thing. I will say this. It has nothing to do with destroying a locker, or it has nothing to do with the locker room at Oakmont getting destroyed. I will tell you something that I don't really care for. And that's like physical rage from athletes. Like even, you know, like I have never, ever thought it was cool. And we all have friends that do this. When they get mad at something, like they punch a hole in the wall or they punch their door.
Nothing cool about that.
Dude. Yeah. Thank God you're the same way. Like because you're a hothead, there is nothing cool about that. I think you look like a gigantic baby. And when adults do that to me, I'm like, ugh. Like you're not that I don't like that. So when I heard that story, I just thought, yeah, Wyndham Clark seems like a gigantic baby. Yeah. There's nothing cool about that. Remember when fucking LeBron came out after they lost the series against the Warriors and it was like he broke his hand because he punched the cork board or something? Why do you have that look on your face?
Because the chat's going to go off about you making this about LeBron.
No, I'm not. But that was just an example. Yeah, who's the tennis player? Is it Tsitsipas? That one guy? No, Kyrgios. Well, somebody in the chat knows what I'm talking about. Who is the tennis player that is notorious? Fuck you, Jeff. Thank you very much. Every convo comes back to LeBron. Yeah. Kyrgios. Yeah. Do you know who this guy is?
I've heard of him. That was a hell of a name drop by you, though.
Thanks. I know some ball. He is a gigantic baby. And anytime somebody goes, he just beats the absolute fuck out of his racket. And then that to me, I'll never be a fan of that. I don't think that is cool.
Yeah, I want to be clear too. I don't think anything about what Wyndham Clark did to that locker room is cool. I just don't think the punishment fits the crime.
With you. I completely agree. I will say though, I
feel like Wyndham Clark beats up or ruins a locker and people are acting like he killed a guy. And he says that the family weekend was like birth control and they're literally acting like he killed a kid. Like it's just,
this is so stupid. God, I have to mute Joel sometimes. This is so stupid. There is a distinction.
Do you like passionate guys though?
Are you being serious?
Who's your favorite passionate athlete?
You also said you don't like James Wood because he was too nonchalant. Exactly. I like passionate guys.
Who's your favorite one?
Well, let me give you an example, a recent example. I had a tweet. I don't know that it blew up, but it did kind of well when Aaron Rye made that insane putt. And my whole thing was, listen, I understand like you're kind of in the moment, but like, you know, Tiger would have fist pumped if he would have sunk that putt. Do you remember this at all?
No.
You don't remember that at all? Okay.
No.
Aaron Rye made like a 50-foot putt or something. I don't think it was the winning putt, but after he did, he just kind of like looked like this, like he made a 2-footer.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on, man. Like Aaron Rye, nice guy. I know you're not rah-rah, but come on. You have to fucking show some emotion. Passion is much different than taking out rage on something. It is much different. Now, your passion can be both positive and negative, but I'll give you an example of passion. Passion would be firing your team up when things aren't going well. That is passion to me. I like that. I like that a lot. I love passionate athletes. I love passionate coaches. I love passionate teams and players. Do you remember Johnny Manziel? I'll take you back. God, I'm in my fucking bag right now.
I do remember Johnny Manziel.
Do you remember? Well, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Do you remember when Johnny Manziel, I think it was the end of his career, he played a bowl game. Texas A&M was playing like Duke.
That is who they were playing.
And they were losing.
Yeah, they were
And
getting
it was a meaningless bowl game, but Johnny Manziel is a competitor, and he was on the sideline after they finally cut the deficit and scored, fucking firing his team up. I love that. So, Joel, I hope you can acknowledge this because I really am being patient with you.
Now I'll give you a passionate moment. Do you remember Michael Jordan?
This is a stupid one.
At least you didn't ask me if it was a joke.
All right. Are you going to be serious? What is your example of
There's no example. There's no example of being an asshole.
Oh, okay. I'll give you some other examples of non-passionate people that I hated. Lovie Smith. Awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
Actually, that was one of our biggest collabs.
Awful. I've always said this. Gerald McCoy. Talented as fuck, but he's too nice of a guy. You absolutely cannot have that. I'll give you a dude. I loved the way Matt Barnes played basketball. Like scrappy, almost like a little Pat Beverly-ish.
Yeah. Passionate wouldn't be the number one word I'd use for Matt Barnes.
Yeah, that's true. He's
now the guy you want on your team for sure.
I'm losing the plot. Anyways.
Didn't Derek Fisher fuck his wife or something? I think Derek Fisher fucked Matt.
There was something that happened. Yeah, there was something like that. Anyways, I think I got a phone call real quick. Anyways, yeah. So
if Derek Fisher fucks your wife, you got to wrap it up. You probably got to start being into dudes.
That's a good one. Baker Mayfield. I hate him, but a very passionate guy. Absolutely.
Oh, I love Baker Mayfield. I love Baker Mayfield
because there's guys who sometimes they're not that talented as everybody else, but they have so much emotion and passion and desire to fucking prove people wrong. I'll give you another guy, and we'll talk about this. Actually, I'm watching that Any Given Saturday SEC documentary on Netflix. I'm a year late, but it's really good.
Yeah.
I can't believe there wasn't more hype about this whenever it came out.
Yeah.
Anyways, I did want to say one more thing about Wyndham Clark and then we'll kind of wrap this up.
I want to say one more thing about him too.
You go first because he's your winner.
He was a hot dude. And I'm starting to realize that hot dudes exist in golf. Not like, oh, a hot dude wins a tournament, so he's going to win the next one. But man, it feels like there's these guys out there that put together quite a few good tournaments in a row. And I would love for us to find a way to attack that outside of just betting outrights.
The whole reason I got really into golf betting was mostly because I was winning, but it was very fun to watch golf when you have a golfer. My number one thing about capping was finding guys who were knocking on the door.
Yeah. And good point.
Keep highlighting comments when I talk. So hold on, I'm going to stop.
Okay. Sorry, but it was just a good point of what we were talking about. So
okay. What was the point?
Sam Burns is a hot dude. He might be the hottest dude if you don't count wins.
And you know what? That's why I took him.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
And I was thinking back. I was like, wait a minute. I was wondering why you took Wyndham Clark. And I remembered it wasn't hard for me to think about it. You took Wyndham Clark because he was playing good golf.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I was trying to think what were mine and BK's reactions when you said Wyndham Clark. I probably just said he's a douche. He's not going to win, but I can't really remember what BK said.
I think BK said what golf people were saying was that there's just no fucking way Wyndham Clark is winning 2 U.S. Opens.
That's what it was. You're absolutely right. That is exactly what it was. Yep. Guys that are basically, I think the term for hot dude in golf is good form.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Guys are in good form. But what's funny about golf is you're right. You'll find a guy who's playing good golf, but then we'll look for reasons not to bet him. And one of those reasons will be, oh, he won this tournament last year. He's not going to win it again. Oh, he did this last week. He's not going to. Oh, he doesn't have.
He lost in heartbreaking fashion. Which actually, that part I think I can get behind BK with.
Sure.
That usually doesn't end well for the guy who lost in heartbreaking fashion. However, not prepared to call it heartbreaking fashion for Sam Burns, even though it was a brutal missed putt for Bird at the end. He was never in the lead, never the favorite. So that one's tough.
Yeah. When I looked at the odds board, the closest it came, Steak, was, and I thought about hedging this, but I was like, no, I'm not going to hedge this because I think I had Burns 42-1 or something like that. I don't know. It was like $25 to win 800. And I was looking at Wyndham. Wyndham got down to minus 124.
Yeah, that I saw that too. And he was like plus 110 or something.
Yeah. And I was like, maybe I just put $200, $300 on it right now and secure some profit. Because it's very rare you can do this in golf. Like it has to be a 2-man race. And it kind of was. But I think like Tom Kim was also sort of out there.
Scotty was out there for a while.
Yeah. But anyways,
Scotty, man, I don't know golf, but something does not seem like the Scotty of old to me.
No, I'm with you. I don't really know what it is either. Scotty, yeah, whatever. We don't have to spend too much time on it, but I still think from what I watched, where Sam Burns lost that tournament was on that ninth hole, from the fairway. That wedge shot in that was short, and then he ended up bogeying that hole. And I want to say that I actually saw where Wyndham Clark won it, in my opinion.
Oh, where Wyndham Clark won it was very easy.
Well, no, I think I have a off the beaten path take.
You might be overthinking it then.
Well, I think I have a pretty good take, but what are you going to tell me?
The big putt, whatever hole that was, 15 or 16. He had one of the most insane putts I've ever seen.
Okay, I'll give you a different vantage point. I think there was a hole. Again, I only watched. I think Sam Burns was on 9, so I think I watched when Wyndham finished 6. So if anybody remembers which hole it was, please let me know. Steak, you were not watching at the time, obviously. There was a hole. Wyndham Clark was not playing well. He had 2 bogeys. Maybe he even had 3. He had a bad shot. He chipped for his 3rd, and he left it about 10 feet short. So he was putting for par, 10 feet. And they said he would like to have that chip back because he should have probably gotten it to 3 or 4 feet. So Wyndham Clark is reading the line. And the commentators, I didn't even notice this. And this is what I do like about golf. The commentator said Wyndham must feel really good about his read because he waved his caddy off. So golfers want their caddies to help them read putts. Wyndham went up to that ball that was 10 feet for par, which ended up being massive. 10 feet for par is not easy. Yeah. Wyndham walked up, liked his read, told his caddy, I don't need your help. He felt that good about it, and he fucking drilled it. Like, he drilled it.
Yeah.
And to me, in that moment, I was like, damn, think about mentally, if you tell your caddy you don't need help, I got this, and you go up there and you miss it, that's going to fuck you up, in my opinion. That to me told me, like, damn, he still has enough stones, even though he's playing bad golf, he had enough stones to make that decision, execute. He's probably going to be fine. Now it kind of became a thing of like, okay, he got the bad shots and the bad holes out of his way. Now it's like 2 tennis players volleying back and forth. Who's going to make the unforced error? And unfortunately, Sam Burns just is the guy who makes those unforced errors.
But see, I don't think that's really what happened. I think Wyndham Clark was the guy who hit the big shot. And I get what you're saying. It sounds like I didn't see it. You're right. Sounds like that saved him the tournament maybe, but what won him the tournament was this putt.
Fair. But I guess my point is to even be able to make that putt, that helped with his confidence.
Yeah.
After a couple bad bogeys and bad holes, he was able to shake it off. He still kept his composure, his confidence. And you're right. That was probably the shot that won it. But I think that was a very crucial part in that whole tournament for him. So anyways, I'm really impressed. I also, the last thing I want to say is, I don't know if it was BK or somebody else on golf Twitter pointed this out, but he handled the press conference very well. The post-game interview, post-match interview.
Accountability, dude. I'm a big accountability guy. He said, I deserved a lot of what I got today.
Yep. I thought that was really cool. And the golfers, BK was saying this on his recap, and he was so right. The golf fans in Long Island are fucking douchebags. Those people that were going out there and yelling shit. You said you didn't hear anybody say get in the bunker. There's a video of a guy saying it to Rory, and Rory turned around, and I don't know what he did. I think he like made a thing about his belly. I don't really know what that meant. Maybe he was calling the guy fat or something, but the guy had to get escorted out. Did you see that?
Rory seems like so much more of a douche than Wyndham Clark does to me.
Yeah. Dude was fat. Got it. He called him a fat lard. Okay. Yeah. I didn't really understand what he was calling him. But I assume that was probably it. Anyways, the course itself lacked juice, in my opinion. I had it on in the background Thursday and Friday, and it just didn't really captivate me that much. But I thought Sunday it was pretty good for the first, 6-7 holes that I watched when the leaders were going off. And that's it. I think that's golf talk. That was a pretty good recap.
Yeah, 100%.
Course was an embarrassment. Yeah, I guess some people have their opinions on that. It wasn't like as difficult as people thought. Although I think
I saw the people saying Wyndham Clark got lucky because there was like some kind of weather delay. So then Wyndham Clark got to play in the good weather. Like, you saw that, right? There was like a fog advisory.
Yeah.
The part that was supposed to be tough for Wyndham Clark wasn't tough because it got delayed till later or something like that. Full out of my pay grade for sure, but I did hear people talking about that.
The thing is, like, that kind of annoys me. I've been on the side of this where I remember at the Players a couple years ago, everyone was like, oh, don't bet anybody going off early because the weather's going to be awful. And I was like, fuck that. Who cares? I bet Morikawa, Xander, all these fucking morons. They all were dead. They all were dead after like the first couple holes. And then everybody after did benefit from early. Like that stuff does happen. But in my opinion, it's like there's only so much you can bitch about it because that's just golf. That's just how the sport works. So what are you going to do like complaining about it of like, oh, it's unfair. It's just kind of how it is. The only way to fix it is do what Liv did. You got to do shotgun starts. And that's never going to happen. Yeah, so we just got to fucking take it for what it is. Anyways, yeah, he saved every mistake. All right. Somebody said they wanted me to talk about this movie. So let's just do that real quick.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to spoil it for you, obviously. Do you like scary movies?
I think a little bit. Yeah. It's like a version of a scary movie. I could do a little scary. Straight horror, I don't know.
Like, give me an example of a scary movie you like.
Well, I'll give you an example of a show I like watching, and I've told you about it from that show From.
Did I watch that?
I think I recommended it to you. It's on Amazon. Maybe you should try it.
It's a horror?
I would describe it as like a version of horror for sure.
Interesting. All right, well, how about a movie?
Can't think of one. I saw Get Out. Does that count?
No. That's more like a weird movie than a scary movie. I'm trying to think. Did you ever see what's the movie with
I think I saw The Ring.
That was a long time ago. What about like a quiet place or whatever it was called? You know, where
I don't think I saw.
So you haven't seen a scary movie in a theater in a long time.
No, haven't.
Okay. I don't really like scary movies. When I was a kid, I watched all the scary movies. I watched Chucky was like my favorite one. Leprechaun was a very scary movie. But like my mom, I remember she told me about the Exorcist. You ever seen The Exorcist?
Yes.
That fucked me up. You know, like the girl like runs down the stairs on her hands and shit and like backwards. That was the weirdest scene. Her head spins around. Halloween, Michael Myers always freaked me out. Like I was a scared little kid when I watched scary movies. Like I would have fucking nightmares and shit and be like, running through the house, whatever. When I got older, I just realized when it comes to a movie, I like sitting there for 2.5 hours and like I like having this story told to me. And it really takes your mind off everything else in life and you just focus on the story, right? And people are acting it out. A scary movie is hard to enjoy yourself because you sit there for 1.5 2 hours and you're just waiting for something to fucking scare you, you know? Like something to jump out that you don't expect or something to get really loud. That's not entertaining for me. That's not enjoyable for me. Can you hear that, by the way, outside? Yeah. That's really loud. But I'm watching this movie and I got to say, like, it was a good story to an extent. It was kind of cheesy and my wife likes scary movies. She didn't even necessarily love this one. It was kind of,
so this was an actual scary movie. Cause I don't think I knew that.
Yes. Right. A guy makes a wish. He gets a wish. And this girl that he works with, he just says, I wish this girl would love me more than anything else in the world. And the girl becomes obsessed with him. The wish works. But she becomes obsessed with him in like the worst ways possible. You know, She becomes like psychotic. It was good, but I just realized that like there's nothing there. There's only so much a scary movie like I can really enjoy when I watch one. And I was just curious if such a W movie, which one, Mahoney? Great storyline. Yeah, it was a pretty good story. Oh, Backrooms is better. So that's the other one. Bro, Obsession was.
I want to go see this, man.
I do not think insanely good is accurate. It was not insanely good. I don't know about that. Backrooms isn't better. I don't know about it being insanely good. I thought if you tell me you liked it and it was a good movie, I got no beef.
Everyone likes it.
That movie was amazing.
Everybody likes it.
I'm going to tell you right now, nothing Joe LCP ever says can be trusted again if you use the word amazing.
Snidely just said it was a 10 out of 10.
That is insane. That is insane to say that movie was amazing. Name a better horror movie?
Got a lot of love. Wow, a lot of love for this movie in the chat. I'm gonna have to go see it.
Well, so this is cool. It was a low budget movie, and like the girl who was the main actress in it, she was like streaming herself playing video games on Twitch not that long ago. So all of that was really cool. Best movie ever was shut up.
I've seen her.
750K. Wow. Oh, stop it. Stop it. We have to remember. No, I do not. No, I do not. No, I donate everything. I'm not a scary movie guy. I think The Ring was a better scary movie. Strangers was a better scary movie. He was making.
All right, I made a decision. I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna ask my wife to go see it.
Man, I want to see that Super Mario Galaxy. Bad as fuck. Yep. Wife and Friends said it's a top 5 movie. Ooh.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to form an opinion.
Wow. Okay. Y'all delusional. The scary props were predictable. Yeah. The Conjuring is very scary. Top 5 is hilarious. Yeah, you guys are crazy, I think, using the word amazing and incredible for this. I thought it was a good movie. It's worth seeing. And you know what I loved about it? An hour, 45 minutes.
Love it.
Sometimes people make these movies 2 hours, 40 minutes. We don't need that.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
Love it.
Whoa. Just be fair. I'm not saying anything negative. I said it's a good movie. And I'm not even a scary movie guy. I said if you like scary movies, you'll like it. It's a good movie. I think saying amazing or incredible is insane. Creepiest movies are definitely them human centipede movies. Couple sub-bags coming in. Adam got picks. Xander, on your head. Good to see you. Trent out of your mother. What would you rate it? 1 to 10? I would give it a 7.6.
Okay, that's a good rating.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would be too upset with you about that. I'll go see it this week.
I didn't say an hour and 45 is long. I said an hour and 45 was perfect.
No, somebody in the chat said an hour and 45 is
long.
No. You and Joel just got to fucking hash it out. I think we put you guys in a ring with some gloves.
That's fine.
Gear.
You can give it an 8.5 and that's totally fine. I think anything over that is a little ridiculous. IMDb gave it an 8.1. That's actually pretty accurate, I think. Yeah, there you go. Yep. All right. What else do we have to talk about? We have some things to talk about.
I saw Pranav finally made it to the building. He said, I love this movie talk now that sports don't matter. Listen.
It's very funny. Hold on.
I'm just going to say there's absolutely going to be value on Michigan. I'm not underselling Dusty May and his impact by any means, but if they're keeping the same exact roster and someone else just has to coach him for 1 year, and
wait. Keeping the same exact roster
for this year.
They're losing Mara and Axel.
Well, I'm talking about the same exact roster they were gonna keep. They were already gone. Didn't they already get 2 massive pulls in the transfer portal?
No idea.
Just
saying the same exact roster was interesting. Go ahead.
I said it wrong, but it doesn't matter. If the transfer portal is open for 30 days, they're going to lose those guys. They're gone. Yeah. Never mind. Ignore everything I said. Strike it from the record.
Yeah. I think in this day and age, I don't know that you fully adapted yet to all the moving pieces that is in college sports.
I wanted to believe. Who's the guy? They got 2 guys. Drawing blank. Someone help me. Who's the 2 guys Michigan got in the transfer portal this year?
No, you got me. You got the wrong guy for that.
Yeah, no, I definitely wasn't asking you. I can assure you.
Yeah.
Big man from Cincy knows maybe a guard from Wake Forest or something.
Dude from Tennessee.
Dude, JP Estrella. Remember him? We hate him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Didn't get Juke Harris. Thank you. Okay.
Well, these are the guys you're fucking fired up about.
No, I'm not. I get you. You're live and you get to say stupid things, and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's
take
fine.
It all back.
Okay, you take it all back. Take that whole take back.
Every single bit of it.
All right, I'm okay with that. Accountability. We love that. All right, wait. On that note for a second, somebody said Jeff hates everything. Not entirely true, by the way. Not entirely true. But I am a little too critical and a little too harsh on things. So I'll try to be a little bit more positive moving forward.
Okay, so here's where I think we should go. Lots of World Cup to recap.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
I love ducks. I love duck.
Yeah, you do love ducks.
And I took a picture of a duck, and my wife took a picture of me taking a picture of a duck. The duck was sleeping, I think. Yeah. It was adorable. And you retweeted it with a meme and making fun of me. So here's my question. I can't win. I can't win. I like planes. You say I'm autistic. I like ducks. You call me the R word. What's going on here? Everything I like has a fucking problem to it.
I don't think there's anything negative about liking being autistic at all.
I never said there was.
I think that liking trains is definitely a thing that like autistic people do like trains.
That's okay. I like things that involve transportation.
I like anyone missed. Here's the meme. I think I killed that, and I have something I want to say.
You killed that. It's low hanging fruit. Dude, anytime you use the R word, it's funny. But why do I get made fun of for liking ducks though, Mr. Fucking Jeff hates everything. Anytime I like something, I get called a name. You can't win.
Crazy, man. And I think you get this when everyone's like, "Oh, dude, you hate everything, man. You're so grumpy," and you're like, "Nuh-uh, I don't hate everything, dude. I like trains and ducks." And then you want to?
I like planes.
You do like things. You like.
I like planes.
And what?
Planes.
Trains, planes, and ducks.
I never even said trains, by the way. You said train.
If they wrote an autistic kids book, like a kids book specifically for autistic people, it would be called Trains, Planes, and Ducks.
I like the movies. I like the movies a lot. I like the movies way more than you.
Scary.
No, not too scary.
Another thing I do not think autistic people would enjoy.
On that note, somebody said Toy Story 5. I've been told that Toy Story 5 is a good movie.
Yeah, I think I have to go see it.
You have a lot of movies to go. You're going to break records for you. What's the most amount of movies you've seen in a month?
I don't know. I don't go to the movie theaters, dude.
That's what I'm saying. But you're going to have to see. You just said you're going to go see Obsession, and you got to go see Toy Story 5. Does your daughter want to go see Toy Story 5?
Yeah.
I bet it's. My dad actually, when I heard it's very good. Oh, I have a funny story actually. I talked to my dad.
Story absolutely rocks.
Yeah, Toy Story 4 was excellent. I'll never forget. Tom Hanks said it was like the best script he'd ever read in his life or something. I was like, okay, you're being a little ridiculous trying to promote this movie. I remember walking out of it. I was like, Toy Story 4 was really good. Hello, Jeff doesn't hate everything. But I heard the message in this Toy Story is like kids on iPads.
Yeah,
like iPad kids.
Yeah, that's what somebody told me.
Yeah, so I think that'd be great. I'd love that shit. But this is kind of funny. So I talked to my dad. I could give you 100 guesses of what my dad did for Father's Day. You will never guess it. So I'm just going to tell you.
Wait, you want to give me any clues?
We'll probably talk about them today.
Okay. Your dad went to the Hard Rock to watch soccer?
No, that's a pretty good guess though. He went to a Rays game. My dad hates baseball. But long story, there were like some friends going with their kids or whatever. So it was like, all right, they made it this group thing and then whatnot. But I thought this was kind of funny. So my dad was talking to me. I have a half brother who's like very young, slightly autistic, but he's like really, really like getting into things. And he can play the piano extremely well. And apparently, I didn't know this, he's starting to really get into sports. So like he loved the Rays game. He likes, I think he's like 8 or 9. My dad said when he went to the golf tournament, he went to Bay Hill. Russell Henley threw him a golf ball, my brother, after like the 16th hole. He made a putt or something on Sunday. Brother loves golf or whatnot. And my dad was saying he's loving sports and he's good at math. And he said, if we're still doing the sports betting thing in a couple of years, he could be our Rain Man.
I was literally going to say, does he have a model?
Yeah, exactly. So maybe
a model.
Yeah, maybe my half brother could make us a model.
Yeah.
So
is that kind of thing genetic?
No. But it wouldn't be the same genes anyway.
Yes, it would.
Well, I mean, not like the fully the same. It would only be half the same.
All I'm saying is your dad had 2 autistic kids.
No, I don't know that he likes ducks. Did you know that half brother, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree? Wait, no, so now it's all starting to make sense. Hold on, Chef Timbo. Can we get that brother to give us a 2-run home run parlay? Probably in a couple years. That's when you go VIP. Yes, very funny. All right. So, by the way, we have 200 people here on Twitch. Absolutely love to see the vibes, the turnout, the support. We appreciate you guys. Not really the dog days of summer with the World Cup, but it has been a lot of fun doing the board review during this time of year, even when it's a slower time of year with no football and whatnot. Steak, what should we get into? It's 11 a.m. halfway through the show.
I think we need to go through World Cup, recap the weekend, talk about today, and then try to tempo and pace it into Monday's baseball board while discussing the hot dudes. You ready?
Okay. Yeah. So the recap, for soccer. Is it just yesterday? Is it for the whole weekend?
I think it's for the whole weekend, man. But I think
So
we
let's
got to
go-
move real quick.
Let's go back to Friday. We'll fly through this. USA beat Australia 2-0. USA is good.
I was gonna say, are they just good?
Yep. And I'm fully on board with it. Also, I'd like to say one more thing. Seattle hosting US soccer games.
Oh, I'm so glad you said it. I almost forgot.
Why are we like this is the Mecca for United States soccer. Like Seattle is this.
I am so glad you said it because I would regret so badly. I almost tweeted it. The 12th Man USA edition, electric, amazing, fucking just awesome, dude.
OKP, you were boots on ground. Aussies took over the bars here at 9 a.m. Love that. I think that is so cool. They're the only other city, I guess, would you would envision a good atmosphere for soccer could be like Kansas City, but it's not LA, Miami, or New York City. It's just not.
I'd give you a little pushback on Miami.
Well, I knew you were going to say that. Miami is more not for U.S. soccer.
Not for
Miami.
US. No. Seattle really was prime, man. That shit was amazing.
That's what I'm saying. What a
Dallas.
great spot. So again, I'm very critical of like people who are in charge and make decisions on when they make bad decisions. I want to make sure I give people credit when they make good decisions. Whoever thought to make sure the U.S. played a match in Lumen Field in Seattle, great job, because that was the spot to do it. Unbelievable. 2-0. Let's keep moving. Morocco and Scotland. I actually watched a lot of this game.
Yeah.
Dude, Scotland's a great team to root for. They really are. They're not very good, but man, they got so much heart. I like Morocco too. I got no beef with Morocco. They scored a quick goal, did absolutely nothing after that. Scotland was just so not the same level of talent, but man, they were fighting hard. The fans in Boston, these videos are so cool. 1-0, they couldn't get it done. Brazil.
Not good. I will just say one thing about Morocco. As I'm watching the World Cup, I'm starting to learn there's teams that have control of the game. I feel like Morocco had control of that game the entire game. I think Morocco was really good.
Well, they had control until there was probably 15 minutes in the second half. Scotland just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. They don't have any finishers. So it was kind of a bummer. Brazil 3-0 against Haiti. I did not watch any of that, but glad to see Brazil take care of business. I don't know if you have anything to add.
5 subs. JJJ CAC. How do you say that? JJJQAC. Thank you very, very much. 5 subs. Don't know exactly how to pronounce her name, but we're going to figure it out, just like we figure out.
JJJ Quack 04.
I wanted to say quack because it's fun and you like ducks, but we'll go with JJJ CAC.
By the way, if you're on YouTube, make sure you like and sub. We appreciate you guys. Also, we might do another Unks After Dark this week for US 9 p.m. Thursday.
Yep. We invited nephew Biev as well. If he's not in San Diego, he'll join us.
Yep. Jock, we appreciate you guys. Yep. The last one was fun. Thank you, Joel, finally saying something positive. Wouldn't let me do it that way. I don't know what he's talking about.
You're going to have to figure it out with Joel. You're going to have to figure it out.
Never mind, Beef is joining. Yeah, late on Thursday. That's right. It has to be late. Otherwise, it's not Unks After Dark. Tomorrow.
I'm told there's 2 games Thursday.
Really?
That's what I'm told.
Okay. Well, we'll find out. I am going to make a really valiant effort to go to the NBA draft tomorrow. I do have an evening showing. I'm going to go all the way from Harlem to the Barclays. It's going to be a hell of a journey, but I think I'm going to make it happen. Also, I just remembered my stream schedule is going to be tough tomorrow. Do you think you're going to run one late start? I have a meeting I cannot miss in person, 10 to 11. I can bring my laptop. I can maybe get out of there 10 minutes early and then find a little cafe or something and hop on with you. I don't want to miss a stream because the past few weeks have been so good, but that is something that we'll have to figure out. Okay, sorry, I was just seeing if
we'll figure it out for sure.
Okay. Turkey against Paraguay. Yeah, Paraguay 1-0. Turkey, no good. Also, I had a client from Turkey, by the way. Nice kid. I think his name was Herkan. I found him an apartment, and a couple months later, he was getting evicted for having parties, and his parents, who were pretty wealthy from Turkey, asked me to come over and talk to them about what they could do for getting this eviction notice. I'd never had anybody in my entire career get evicted. I was like, well, so I went and I met with them. I was like, well, what's going on? And like, they keep saying we get noise complaints because we're playing music, and they keep downplaying of like, how late everything is, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, what time are you playing the music till? And they're like, 8, 9. I thought he was about to say PM, AM. And I'm like, yeah, that's really late. You're throwing all nighters. As I'm sitting in the apartment having a conversation with the mom, she lights up a cigarette. Swear to God. She lights up a fucking cigarette. And I'm like, you can't, you can't.
I could literally see you reacting like that.
I was sitting on the table like, It's like, you can't do that. Just lights up a cigarette. She's like, no. I was like, no. This is why you're getting evicted. You can't smoke in the apartment. Thought it was hilarious. Anyways,
lighting up a cigarette in the apartment at the meeting about your eviction is just the level.
Pretty wild.
That's crazy.
Pretty wild. Kind of loved it. Netherlands, Sweden. I had 2-1 in this game. I had the over. When an over is minus 154 juice, means it's probably going to hit. I put $100 on this to win 65. That shit was 5-1. Did you watch any of that game?
Netherlands was completely air. They look insane, but this is what they do, right?
Yep.
And they're gonna fizzle out in a huge game in the end, is what everybody's saying.
Yep.
There's part of me that thinks it could be their year.
I would be down for that. I'm all good with the Netherlands making a run and potentially winning it all. Germany 2-1 against Ivory Coast. Kind of a bummer. I mean, Ivory Coast is a fun team to root for. Would have been cool to see an upset. I did not watch any of this game. I was out all day Saturday. Did you get eyes on this?
Yeah, I did. Germany scored in extra time to win. I might have been me. I might have caused this because I tweeted Ivory Coast kind of fucks, and they were up 1-0. I at least thought we were getting a draw. I don't know if you can refer to it as a choke in soccer. It kind of felt like one to me that Ivory Coast didn't come out of this with at least a draw.
Curacao 0-0 against Ecuador. Ecuador bad, Curacao good.
I mean, from what I saw, I thought Ecuador looked like shit, but they were saying the goalie for Curacao was just out of his mind.
But that's not the same one. The guy who drew Spain, Cape Verde?
Yeah.
Not Curacao. Right. Okay. Japan 4-0, sorry, against Tunisia. Japan's a proper soccer team.
Yeah, I got this one way wrong. I took Tunisia +1. That was an awful wager.
Oh, God, terrible wager.
At least I was sleeping.
España -2.5. I think you had that. They won 4-0.
Yep.
I think I had that game 6-1 exact score. And when I saw how it was, I think it was 3-0 in the 30th minute. And I was like, oh, my God, Saudi Arabia is not going to. I thought they were going to win 6-0. I was like, I don't know how Saudi Arabia is going to get a goal. Belgium and Iran 0-0, 0-0. I tweeted this. I said, explain Belgium in college football terms, and I put Clemson ? And a lot of people had good reactions. They said, no, Clemson has actually won before. So I was like, yeah, that's true. I meant more like the fall off, but that is right. So they were saying Texas.
Yeah.
Comments.
That's pretty good, actually.
Pretty good. Yeah, like every year you think they're going to be better than they actually are. Really disappointing.
Tennessee is a good one, Sage. Sorry, ball talk.
Penn State. That's right. You're right. Penn State was another one that was in there. Lukaku is so fat, man. Very funny. Uruguay and Cape Verde.
Iran's keeper was incredible in this game.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Incredible.
Cape Verde and Uruguay 2-2. Seemed like it must have been a fun game. Didn't watch it.
Oh, I watched this. This game was electric, man. Absolutely electric. Cape Verde is cool as shit. I doubted them. I took Uruguay -1.5. Bad wager. It's honestly, it's not an obvious bounce back, but almost like I thought I fucked this up. I feel like everyone was going to fade Cape Verde after playing so well the first game, and then of course they play really well the second game too. They're very, very fun to watch.
New Zealand 3-1 against Egypt. Anybody who had Egypt there, I think there was a really late goal to cash that -1.5.
I had -1, but yeah, it was a late goal. It was 1-0 New Zealand at one point, and then Egypt scored 3 second-half goals.
Interesting. Okay. All right. That's recapping soccer. Well, we have 4 games today. That we should
right into it.
Let's talk about it. Yep. Uruguay's only Fent. Very funny. Thanks again to DC for the trivia. We will keep that going on the Pickett channel this week. We'll figure out our schedule.
Also, speaking of this week, Snowman, if you're here, if you're interested in tomorrow, I might need you again. We're supposed to do the Surge this Friday.
Dude.
Did you forget you have something Friday?
No.
We're supposed to do
I'm just gonna keep my calendar open.
the Surge stream with the Unks on Friday. Keep your calendar open. That's going to be.
What time does that start? 2 p.m. Eastern.
So is that what we're doing? A regular board review and then the Surge during the Surge time? Gooch, are you here?
Well,
if you're not, it's okay.
We should talk about it. I think that is what we are doing, and I think that is what we should do, because it's not going to be an overdose of us. Think about it. The board review, we do the talking. On the Surge,
we're just going to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and then we'll give our feedback. Obviously, I'll tell somebody if they have a good wager, a shit wager. You'll probably just tell everybody they have good wagers, and the time slot also makes a lot more sense.
Friday, Thursday. Okay, I'm just making sure. Yeah, I got nothing.
So Thursday, 9 p.m. Unks After Dark. Wow, we have a busy week, and then we're going to Baltimore on Sunday.
Yeah. Also, I think what about running 10 minutes late today? Since we might not have you tomorrow. You got that in your bag?
Yeah, I do.
Because I want to talk about Baltimore. We have a sick day. We're going to be in Baltimore for the Orioles. We're going Sunday, Orioles, Nationals, and then Monday I can finally get to see my White Sox play. Coming off getting swept by the Tigers, but it's okay. I'm still excited. We're still above 500. During that day, there is a round of 32 World Cup game at 1 p.m., a round of 32 World Cup game at 4 p.m., a Orioles game at 7 p.m., and then another round of 32 game at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
That's a fucking day. We will be watching the last game at the hotel. I don't want anyone to get their hopes up, but those first two games at a bar rolling right into the baseball game going to be a real fucking good time.
So our plan Sunday, by the way, Greg might make an appearance. Good. I was with Greg last week. He said he's going to try to make an appearance. So Sunday, I'm going to drive down. I'm going to leave early. You land, I think, at 10:30. I'll scoop you up, and we'll go to the hotel. The game on Sunday at Camden is at 1:45, I believe.
Correct. Yep.
So we're gonna basically go to Camden, take in Camden, get that experience. After the game, let's call it 4:00. We're gonna not shut it down, but we're gonna take it easy. So we'll go back out, post-game festivities, kind of bounce around, explore the area, explore Baltimore a little bit. But Monday is a big day, so I don't want to be banged up Monday.
No.
Right? You have this weird look on your face.
No, I'm really excited.
Against me. Okay, got it.
Monday's going to be – no, I'm so with you. I want to take it easy Monday. I want to go hard as fuck. I'm take it easy Sunday, go hard as fuck Monday.
Yeah. So Monday, what we need to know Monday for Baltimore is like, where would one go to watch? Where's a good place to watch footy?
We'd have a great bunch of recommendations from Goots, and then Snacks is saying Jimmy's. We're going to meet up with Snacks Monday too.
Awesome.
So I don't think we'll have any problem finding places. Goots gave us some cool looking places.
Good. Great. Yeah, Pickles. I want to go. I just like the name of a bar called Pickles. That's a good name. All right.
Soccer.
That's a hell of a week. And then tomorrow we'll make something happen regardless. I will at least be free after 11. Going to the NBA draft lottery. I keep saying lottery. Why do I do that? Draft. Wednesday will be a slower day, just a standard stream in the morning. Thursday, Unks After Dark. Friday, we'll run Surge. Yeah. Okay. All sounds good. We'll just have to figure out a Pickett trivia at one point. Or maybe we do Saturday morning and do a board review. We'll figure it out. All right. Argentina, Austria. Put another shrimp on the barbie. Is this Argentina's second game?
I think so.
That's a long break.
It's both the teams' second game.
Holy shit. These teams haven't played. That is a long break. When did they play Algeria? That felt like forever ago. The 17th. That's it? No, the 16th. Wow. Okay. Same breaks. Okay, got it. My bad. So we know Argentina came out and looked very good. Messi had the hat trick. That could be a little bit of, as you know, we like to talk about, Argentina good, Algeria bad. I thought that had to do more about Argentina looking good. You thought it was more about Algeria being pathetic. Fine. I'm not gonna fight with you on that. What I want to know more about is what do we think of Austria? Their first game, they played Jordan.
Yeah, and they won 3-1.
I mean, I'm sorry, nothing against Jordan, but like, is Jordan a soccer country? I've never heard of Jordan having a relevant soccer team. This feels like they only got in because they expanded the World Cup. Could be way off here. So, Steak, the line in this one is Argentina minus 215.
Yeah, sorry, my dog's barking.
You don't have to apologize. We love
to me, it seems like that's a ton of respect for Austria. I don't think anyone's overly impressed with a 3-1 win against Jordan, even though that's better than a lot of countries have done. But at minus 225, I honestly thought I'd wake up and see Argentina at like minus 350, minus 375 or something like that.
Could not agree more. Could not agree more. So I had a guy, let me see if Twitter's working. I had a guy comment or tag me in a tweet, and I tried to be as honest as possible. Marco Romano. Steak dog.
Sounds like the Sandlot dog. Sorry.
Thank you, Jesus. Austria, Argentina over 2.5. To quote Jeff Sunday, I've never seen a more 3-1 game. I don't think I agree. But I replied. I said, I don't hate it, but I realized that was one of those things like where you're at a restaurant and you're eating something and it's not very good, but the waiter comes by and says, how is everything? You're like, oh, it's great. You know, it's like, I think I just kind of lied. So I try to back it up with my explanation. And I said, I'm expecting a better defensive test for Argentina here. Was leaning under, to be honest, 2-0. But a 2-goal margin is where I align. That was before I looked at the line. Now I am thinking minus 230 is way too short. I think this has draw written all over it. This has 1-1 written all over it.
We are scary aligned for the first game. But we're definitely collabing on the under. I don't know if I'm exactly with you in 1-1. In my head, it could be 1-0.
Okay. Okay.
But I agree the line's short. Under for sure. I'm playing under in this game.
I will go. Damn, dude. You know what? Is 0-0 stupid?
No, it's fun. It's fun. What's the odds on it?
Let me see. Because I'm kind of with you now. Now I'm wondering if it's going to be 1-0.
W. Kevin D. Resub for 17 months. Gabriel Israel with a 3-stream streak. We can get that.
0-0, 11-1. 1-1 is plus 750.
I'm sorry. Say 0-0 one more time.
11-1.
Better odds than 1-1?
No. 1-1 is plus 750. 0-0 is 11-1. So 1-1 is more likely to happen. Both teams to score. The no is minus 144.
Yeah, both. I don't think both teams are scoring. I think it's 1-0. That's my exact score prediction. 1-0.
So there's a thing on here that's correct score combinations. Oh, this is beautiful. You could do draw 0-0 or 1-1 plus 420.
Yeah, that's fun.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Argentina to win 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 plus 145. Okay. All right. But the under is going to be my favorite play. We'll see what the odds are there, cool. Whatever pick it has. That game is at 1 p.m. Next game, Iraq and France. This game is at 5 p.m. First game is in AT&T Stadium. That's Jerry World in Arlington, Texas. The next game is in Philadelphia. France and Iraq. Woo! France, big favorites here, minus 1,100. This is a team that I did watch. I watched their first game. That's when I went out and had my first World Cup debut against Senegal. And France looked terrible in the first half. They came out in the second and they looked much better. Different team. I don't know that you're going to get a France team that comes out slow and lethargic like that. I think you're going to get the total opposite. I think you're going to get a France team that comes out and scores some goals and then parks the bus and takes their foot off the gas. Iraq lost their first match against Norway 4-1. Before that, they lost to Venezuela 2-0. Iraq does not have much offense here. They did draw an international friendly. They drew Spain, which is pretty impressive, 1-1. I think France has to be like a 3-0, 4-0 here.
Really? So you like France minus 2.5, France first half. You like it all?
I guess the only thing is you do wonder, is every good team going to stub their toe? Like we saw Germany did it. We saw
but what do you mean?
Spain do it.
What counts as stubbing your toe?
A narrow margin of victory or drawing.
So you talk about the Ivory Coast one.
Oh, my bad. Germany didn't have a draw. They won the first match 7-1.
Yeah.
Oh, they beat Ivory Coast. I'm sorry. Yep. They had that slow start. Right. I
have a weird angle.
Go ahead. I'm ready to hear it.
I don't know how much France is going to score. And I don't even know if I want to include it in my bet. I just kind of want to take Iraq under a half a goal. What are the odds on that? Is it way juiced?
Probably going to need you to look that up because I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know where to find that.
I thought you had it pulled up.
I have it. I just don't know where do you find it.
I'm looking right now then. If anyone in the chat knows, Iraq under half a goal. Let's see, goals. Or I guess I could take both teams not to score, minus 190 under. I would say that's both teams not to score, minus 140. That might be a better angle then. I don't think Iraq's scoring.
I don't hate that. Minus 190. That's what it is.
Yeah, but it's minus 140 for both teams not to score. So I obviously just take that.
Oh, I understand. I'm sorry. I thought no BTTS was minus 190. Iraq is going to nuke France. Very funny. All right. Himmy Neutron gifted out a sub to Lud Jacob and Kevin D with the sub bang as well. You guys are great. All right. I like where we're at. Let me write this down so I don't forget. What did I say in the first game? Argentina, I like 2-0. No. I like draw. I like 0-0, 1-1.
Billy Bob Baker says, I like MJ France 21 plus shots play instead of France goal. So MJ's play is France 21 plus shots. It's interesting. I'm not going to take it though. I haven't dabbled into.
I'm not going to take that either. Yeah, I don't hate it.
I get the thought process though.
Yeah. I'll go. I don't think Iraq is going to score either. I'll go France. I'll go France 2-0.
Okay.
Let's go to the next game.
Scary aligned then.
Are we?
Might be a little too aligned. Yeah, but it's okay.
All right. Well, let's see if we differ here on Norway and Senegal. Senegal, proper club, proper team, and the odds show it. Looks like we've got Norway plus 120 here. So no minus price. And Senegal's plus 230. The draw is plus 240. This could be a good match. What time is this game? 8 o'clock. I'm going to watch this. 8 o'clock. It's in New Jersey at MetLife. Not going. Total 2.5. Let's see what the juice is here. Let's see. Over under 2.5 goals. The over is minus 114. Short. To me, this feels like a 2-1. Feels like a 2-1.
I like Senegal. So there's where we differ finally. Okay. I'll take I believe I'm going to already bet the draw. Everybody knows that. I'll take Senegal money line. I'm hitting one of those bets and profiting.
Is there a nerfy in soccer?
No idea, but I'm sure it exists somewhere. What would it be? No
goals in the first 20.
Technically, isn't most first half lines one?
I'll find out right now. I'm taking the first half under here. But BTTS in the first half minus 480 to the no.
That's crazy.
Hold on. First half goals. Here we go. Ooh, first half goals. Under is plus 220. Under a half. Under 1.5 is minus 230. Honestly, man, I might get a little cheeky here. I'm going to call it a 0-0 first half game.
Okay, that's fine. I would be fine with that as a Senegal and drawbacker.
That's not very smart for a 2-1 final, though. 3 goals in the second is kind of asking a lot. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. You like Senegal to win. Okay.
Yep.
And then Jordan, Algeria, 11 o'clock, Levi Stadium, Santa Clara, California. Let's see what the books have on this one. We've got Algeria is minus 200.
Yeah.
Draw is plus 340.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what I've said before, and my read has kind of been pretty good on this. When you have two teams that feel like they can have a winnable game, I tend to lean the under when you get those good efforts. And it was kind of, what was the one where I got this right? I think it was Ghana. Who did Ghana play? Does anybody remember? Ghana played Ecuador? No. Ghana played, who the fuck did Ghana play? No, Panama. Ghana, Panama. And it was like 0-0. Panama probably should have won that game, but Ghana won 1-0. That's kind of what I think you get from this game. I think I think this is going to be an under. The under is minus 108. So I like the under in most of these 3 out of the 4 games today.
I'm not sure I'm with you there. I'll go ahead and stand on business and say that I don't think from what I saw from Algeria, I know they're playing Argentina. I totally understand that. I think they look like dog shit, and minus 190 is crazy. And I'll sprinkle Jordan money line. Fuck it, plus 550.
Okay. I'll take Algeria. I'll take Algeria 1-0. That's gonna be mine.
Okay.
All right. Exact scores are done. 11:26 in the morning. We got a packed house. Monday, we recapped. It is time to turn our attention to the baseball board. Steak, how do you feel about that?
I feel good. I have the hot dudes from Pega. Some people didn't play Saturday or Sunday, so every hot dude, I tell you their stats. It's just the last game they played.
That's totally fine.
Okay.
Also, we don't really have to recap anybody if you want to start fresh, although I guess it's kind of impossible.
I was also going to ask that. Should we just erase the board and start fresh on Mondays?
I think we should.
Okay, so just erase the board. We're not recapping the hot dudes.
Yep. I think we should just erase the board. All right. We're erasing hot teams. We're erasing hot dudes. Goodbye, PCA. Goodbye, Langoliers.
PCA is still a piping hot dude. CJ Abrams, piping hot dude. Wyatt Langford, yes. Keep going, chat. Keep going.
Yeah, this is great. Help us out.
Yeah. Name a hot dude in the chat. Wyndham Clark.
That's right.
Zach Galoff.
Still?
Yep. 25-game hit streak. Kyle Schwarber. Casey Schmidt. Yeah, that's fucking
Jags. Oh,
that is
Schwarber. Insane. Chad is fucking cooking. Nice job, Chad. You guys are buzzing right now. I love that shit. All right. Got to change the date. Can you do me a favor? Can you be on Date Watch?
Yeah, I can. I could do that for sure.
All right. Good job. Good Monday show so far. Good Monday show. I like where we're at. I like the vibes. Thought the recaps were pretty good. I thought we talked golf about as well as we can talk golf. Thought we recapped soccer about as well as we can recap soccer. I'm just glazing us right now.
Yeah, just glaze.
Yeah, every now and then, you just kind of need a little bit. Yandy. Oh, Joey DeLuca.
Joey DeLuca.
Johnny DeLuca.
Johnny
Cam.
DeLuca.
Cam is money. He's still in here. Thanks for Johnny DeLuca, baby. Dylan Dingler, 2 in the last 2. Uh-oh. Weather hot dude. The sneakiest of hot dudes.
Did you just say Joey DeLuca?
Yeah, I did. That.
You don't even know his first name in your race.
I fucking know it's Johnny DeLuca. He's been hurt. He's barely been on the team, Goots. Give me a break.
Unbelievable.
Give me a fucking break. Did the Orioles win their series against the Dodgers?
Sure did.
Good job. Pretty impressed by that.
W. Goots.
W. Goots. Nice job. All right, here we go.
Yankees, Tigers. Garrett Cole going against Framber Valdez. Garrett Cole's been good since he's been back. Not surprising. Framber's been Framber. The Tigers are plus 108. Yankees are minus 131. Tigers just swept the White Sox, unfortunately. I know that probably means you like the Tigers again. Is that a safe bet? The Yankees just lost the series to the Reds.
The last time the Yankees were on the road, they had these short prices, and they played really, really well. And I'm just starting to wonder if the Yankees are going to be the team that's kind of like road warriors. You're not a magnet anymore? There we go.
The hot dudes for this game are rather simple.
Yeah, tell me.
Dylan Dingler homered in his last 2 games, 2 RBIs in his last 2 games. In his last 8 games, he has 4, 5, 8, 10, 12 hits, 6 RBIs. He's just a hot dude. He's only been hitless in 1 of his last 8. The other guy is Ben Rice. I'm trying to think of anybody else in the Yankees. Goldschmidt was good, but I think he's cooled off a little bit. I'll double check that though. Ben Rice has hits in 5 of his last 6, multi-hits in 2 of his last 3, home runs in 2 of his last 3, 4 RBIs in his last 3.
Ben Rice?
It's Ben Rice.
Yeah. I don't know what we're doing. Not betting him just every single day. He's not going to win any award, is he?
I don't think so. Wasn't he hurt?
I don't really remember.
And yeah, I mean, nah, Paul Goldschmidt's hitless in 2 of his last 3, so we're going to just say he's cooling down.
Okay. That's fine.
And aside in this game, I lean Tigers. That's about it.
Fromber, what is Fromber doing? He's don't forget we can talk about hot dudes for pitchers too.
Yeah, well, I mean, is it any point in calling Garrett Cole a hot dude when he's Garrett Cole? He's been good since he's been back.
There is no way you just said that after what I have said about batters for the longest time. I'm like, is there any point in putting? Why are we putting Juan Soto up here? Everybody knows he's Juan Soto. Why are we putting Kyle Schwarber up here? Why are we putting? You just said everything I've been saying. You hypocritical motherfucker. Got your ass. Got your fucking ass. Now you understand. That's okay.
Unfortunately,
that's okay.
Unfortunately, that makes sense.
God, I just got fucking thank
But
you.
doesn't matter. Just to be clear, I'm still wrong. We should be putting Garrett Cole on the board, which means my original point was still right. But you could scuba or on my head, whatever.
That's fine. You at least now understand. It's like, why do I need to tell you Garrett Cole is a good pitcher? He's Garrett Cole. Yes. Thank you. Okay. So I don't know. Is Garrett Cole really that hot?
No, he's not that hot. And yes, Snowman, this is a good point. Goats can be hot, where we've landed on goats can be hot. We can put whoever on this board. It could be Aaron Judge. It could be Randy Johnson. I don't care.
And I agree with you. And what you just said is correct. You said you're wrong, and that's fine. I've acknowledged that I was wrong too. So we will put the goats up here. I want to point this out about Framber Valdez. I think this is really interesting. He is a zigzag pitcher if I've ever seen one in my life. Going back all the way to May 5th, 10 hits, 7 earned runs. Follows it up with 5 hits, 2 earned runs. Then 4 earned runs. Then 1. Then 4. Then 1. Then 4. Then 0. He has 1 good start, 1 bad start. All the way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if history repeats itself, Framber Valdez is going to allow over 3.5 earned runs today. And you know what? Fuck it. I'll have a little fun. I'm going to bet that. Give me the Yankees team total over.
Cool.
And if I like the Yankees team total over, I got to like Ben Rice. So give me Ben Rice.
Sure. All right, I'll tee up the next game. Royals at Rays in the Trop. Tickets as low as $14. Tampa Bay minus 194. Royals plus 159. It's Waka versus Rasmussen. Waka's been okay, 4-5 with a 3.6 ERA. Rasmussen's been good, 6-3 with a 2.5 ERA.
Hold on. There's no way this guy just said Rasmussen's been good.
That's not something is not something you can remove me for. That's absurd.
You just said Rasmussen's been good?
Yeah, he's been good. What, has he been bad?
The Rays hate on this channel.
Oh, got it. So it's not, I'm not glazing him enough. Dude, get a fucking life. I said he's been good. You said fucking Obsession was okay.
Well, go watch it and have your fucking opinion.
People are saying it's one of the best movies of all time, and you're mad.
Brother. He is in the Cy Young conversation.
Okay, so he's been good. I didn't say average.
Great.
Okay, fine, dude. Fine. Anyways, the Royals just won a series against the Cardinals. The Rays just won a series against the Nationals. Gritty series. Hot dude, Jack Kaggs. Jack Kaggs, very hot dude. I'm not going to mention any hot dudes on the Rays. That's your job. Jack Kaggs has hit 6 hits, 4 home runs, and 7 RBIs in his last 4 games. He got to get written down.
Yep, without hesitation. And I think that putting DeLuca on here for having a home run yesterday is also going to be something that I will do. But hold on one second. DeLuca was 2 for 4. And I just want to see what he did the game before that. Shout out to fucking 5'10 King over here. Hold on, game log. Yeah, he's been pretty good. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of his last 8 games, he's had hits, and in 3 of those, he's had multi-hit games. 2 home runs in his last 3 games. DeLuca on here, yes. Kaggs for a Royal. And Steak, talk to me about the line and the total. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, it's a lot of respect for the Rays, but it's not when you consider the fact that Drew Rasmussen is a decent above-average pitcher. And I don't know if the Royals deserve any respect. They're 13-24 on the road.
I'm gonna stop that.
I don't like anything in this game.
What's the point of that?
What's the point of what?
He's in a fucking Cy Young conversation because he's been so good.
Which is he's above average. You want to write down Drew Rasmussen as a hot dude?
Shut up. Did Cags homer in his last game?
Oh, he home runs, dude. He's home run 3 times in his last 2 games.
I don't actually get really mad. We're gonna stop calling Rasmussen a good pitcher, or I'm gonna get really mad. You know,
he's gonna get chillaxed today. Add Royals team total over to my card.
Good, do it. Have fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Listen, the best part about Greg not being on the stream is I don't have to hear some fucking moron hate the Rays for no reason. Don't start being that way. Why are you going to start being that way?
I miss Greg, man.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Anyways, Rangers at Marlins. We got Kamar Rocker 2-6 with a 4.1 ERA. T. Phillips 1-2 with a 3.1 ERA. Not as good as Drew Rasmussen, but almost as good as Drew Rasmussen. The Marlins are minus 131. The Rangers are plus 109. Wyatt Langford is a hot dude. Kyle Stowers is a hot dude. You want me to look into Nimmo? Well, that's what we do. That's what we do. Snacks, we look into guys. So let me look into Nimmo.
Yes, somebody commented about Stowers. I said hold that thought, or I meant to say hold that thought. So we'll put him up there. But I must say, Stowers has not treated us well at all. So
he has not. But we're big Stowers guys. But he hurts.
I know. I think I've taken him 3 times. He doesn't come through, and then the next game he'll do something. He is that guy.
Can I tell you how with you I am on that? Every time I have the notifications turned on for the MLB home run Twitter, every time I see Kyle Stowers hit a home run, I say, "Of fucking course he did." And if I'm around my wife, she'll be like, "What?" And I'll be like, "Nothing." It's just fucking Kyle Stowers, dude. I
have a question on that note. When you say something to yourself, does your wife say what often?
Every single time.
And I always wonder, I'm like, I'm just saying something to myself. Because then I tell her what it is, and then I got to explain it. And if it's like sports related, it's like this long drawn out explanation.
Yeah, my explanation is like it's sports, you won't care.
Yeah.
So here, hold on. I got to talk to you about a couple guys, if that's cool. And then you can pick which one of them goes on this sheet for the Rangers. You got Brandon Nimmo. He has 8 hits in his last 5 games, but no home runs and 1 RBI. So, he's hitting the ball, but he's not doing much else. Now let me tell you about Wyatt Langford. I think he's been a little more impactful. Wyatt Langford has 10 hits in his last 5 games, 3 home runs, and 8 RBIs. Choose your fighter.
Okay. If I'm gonna make this decision, I'm gonna do it right. So give me a second. 1 second.
This feels like one of those scenes from Family Guy where they ask Peter Griffin a really obvious question and then he takes fucking a long time to get to the answer.
I'm not going to take that long. Here, I have my answer. I went to Baseball Savant and I looked up the pitcher for the Marlins, Tyler Phillips.
Yep.
I don't know if he's just an opener, a bullpen guy, or an actual starter. I haven't looked at that yet, but I wanted to see if there was any experience or a familiarity with the Rangers lineup, and there really isn't. 8 plate appearances, Jake Berger's 2 for 2. That's pretty much it. So that doesn't really help me make my decision. I got to tell you, I'm a little torn here, man. I'm a little torn because I like both these guys. All right, here's what it's going to come down to. Brandon Nimmo in his last game went 1 for 4. He left 4 on base. Langford had 3 RBIs, 1 strikeout, 2 hits, and a run. I think I'm just going to go with the better recent performance. And if I look at the 4 games in a row Langford has, they've all been multi-hit games. This guy has really been out of his mind, and shame on us. Because you know what? I remember he was on this board. I bet you he was on this board June 18th after he went 2 for 4 against the Twins and hit a home run. And I did not bet him, and he hit a home run the next day, and he had 3 hits. So shame on us. Shame on me. Wyatt Langford, you will not go without a wager today, my friend. Wyatt Langford is on.
Good job. All right, so we got the Phillies plus 102. From what I'm seeing, they haven't decided on their pitcher yet. So, Chad, if you got a pitcher for the Phillies, let me know. They're going against the Nationals, who are minus 123 with Griffin on the bump, 7-2 with a 3.32 ERA. He's been good. CJ Abrams has been great. Hot dude. Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber homered yesterday both went back-to-back for 2 games. They're hot dudes. If you want to pick one of them, I'll let you know. You always seem to have an issue with Kyle Schwarber, so I'll leave that alone. But Nationals, for me, I'm going to bet the money line. I know they lost the series to the Rays, and they're not technically a hot team. I don't care. Give me the Nationals and give me CJ Abrams again.
I'm with you. Give me the Nationals. I'll be on the Nationals as well. By the way, hold on. We didn't talk about this. I just want to do this real quick. Marlins, we had them on the hot team thing, and then we took them off. They are 7-3 in their last 10, and they've won 4 in a row.
It also worked out that Kamar Rocker is a cold dude. Someone in the chat from the Book It account, which I think is Pega, said that he has a 7 ERA in June.
So the Marlins have won 4 in a row. They swept the Giants. I do just want to mention I like the Marlins today, and I was wondering if minus 125 was the right line or a little short. Nobody really gives a fuck about Phillips, so I think that's
no one
okay.
gives a fuck about the Marlins either.
Yeah. The Nationals, now going to the Nationals. I just wanted to make sure I pointed that out. I'm with you. They're not really a hot team. They're a scrappy team. 5-5 in their last 10. I like the fact that they're favored against the Phillies today personally, especially after losing 3 of their last 4. I think that's a lot of respect. I don't care who the pitching matchup is. That to me feels like respect. This Foster Griffin guy is getting some love from the odds makers. He kind of looks like Wyndham Clark. Oh, wow. 6'3", 225, 30 years old. And he's coming off of 3 straight games where he's gotten hits, 6-6-2, but the earned runs, 1-1-1.
Hot dude.
Hot dude. Give me you know what? I'm going to get cute here. Give me the Nats first 5.
Cool. I'm with it. Good job.
We'll do a fake sharp sheet today, right? Yeah.
We will do a fake sharp sheet today. Wow, what a pitching matchup in Toronto. Holy shit. Yeah. Hunter Brown, 1-0 with a 1.1 ERA, significantly better than Drew Rasmussen's ERA. Going against the Blue Jays, minus 126 with Cease on the bump, 4.3, 2.7 ERA. Wow, that's a pitching matchup.
You want to talk about FOMO? I just have so much Cease FOMO, and I just can't get involved with anything. Like, even when he pitches, I don't want to bet on him. I don't want to bet on the Blue Jays because I know as soon as I do, he's going to fuck me. Very, very obvious under, right? Like, this is an obvious under with
Correct.
2 aces on the bump. It should be stated that the Astros just will not die. Like, they're 37-42. They're 6-4 in their last 10. The Blue Jays have woken up a little bit, winning 4 of their last 5. But this is something to point out. They beat the Red Sox, who are pretty bad, and they beat Colin Rea after losing 16-2 against the Cubs. Like, he's not really that great of a pitcher, I don't think.
No.
So I don't want to put too much stock into what they've done recently. So where I'm getting at stake is I think that the Blue Jays are minus 120, even though it's against Hunter Brown. I think that looks like a really easy click. That's what I think. I think the Blue Jays look like an easy click today.
Okay.
So
I'm sure I can agree.
Really?
Yeah. I can't aggressively disagree, but I'm not taking Blues.
And I am just curious because I know Cease has been great pitching wise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Blue Jays have won 5 out of his last 7 starts. How many outs does he usually record? Not a lot.
How much respect do we have for these pitchers? Like, how much respect do we put Jordan on there? He hit a homer last game. Too much respect. And then, the Blue Jays splooged their last game. I think Vladdy drove in 2. Okamoto had a homer. So how much respect? Because probably Jordan should go on that board for a home run.
I don't think putting anybody up for a home run against Dylan Cease is smart.
Right, totally fine.
Not doing that.
Right.
I kind of want to fade Cease, but not directly. I kind of want to take his like under outs or under strikeouts. Snowman, any thoughts on that? Ciccone for the Guardians last time he pitched against the Astros. He went 6 innings. He only had 1 K. 79 pitches though. All right, we can move on. I don't really have anything too strong in this game. How about the Mets Cubs?
Cubs Mets. We got Imanaga versus Senga.
I kind of agree that Cease is overdue for.
But you won't bet your dong did a homer.
No.
Weird.
Nope. I'd rather fade him. I don't know which guy's going to do it, but
anyways, interesting pitching matchup here. Imanaga versus Senga. Both have been, well, no, Senga's been awful. Senga is 0-5 with a 9.0 ERA. Very bad. Imanaga has just been pretty mid, 4-6 with a 4.2 ERA, or slightly below average. Cubs, I mean, let's just say what it is. Get it over with right now. PCA has to go back on that board.
okay. What did he just do?
He just never stops doing stuff.
Okay.
Only thing that could stop fucking PCA is a rain delay. PCA in his last 10, I mean, this is just absurd. 5, 6, 7, 11, 13, 16, 17, 20 hits in his last 10. 5 home runs in his last 10. 8 RBIs in his last 10. Just fucking going crazy.
There's no hot teams that we've missed yet, right?
Senga only pitched 1 game this season. Hold on.
That doesn't sound right. Is that right?
It says he's 0-5, AGP. It says Senga is 0-5. Is that wrong?
I'm going to look right now.
I'm looking right at something that says
He pitched June 16th. Before that, he pitched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, he's pitched. Unless that was last year. I don't think it is. He's been out since April.
Weird. I just went
Why
to
is
another.
Rav? Oh, right. Rav was a PCA hater. Right. Got it.
Yeah, so he's
Okay.
Nah, he's pitched. He's pitched for sure. He pitched a bunch in April, AGP. At least that's what this says. 4-5, 4-11, 4-17, and 4-26.
Very obvious over.
Yes.
Very obvious.
Juan Soto back to being a hot dude?
Let's find out. Can you pull up his stats?
Sure can. Yep. Juan Soto hits 8 hits in his last 5 games, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs.
Okay. Do I need to put him up there?
I don't really give a shit.
No.
He's still been kind of a douche. He is kind of a douche.
Yeah, I'm not really a Juan Soto guy.
I'm not either. Not either.
I'm going to take the under in this game, and it's going to be a contrarian play, and it'll probably end up being 9-6, but I don't care. I'm going to take it. Got to feel
all right. Brewers playing the Reds at the Great American Ballpark. Brewers got Woodruff on the bump, 2-1, 3.6 ERA against Singer, 3-6 with a 5.3 ERA. Brewers are minus 157 on the road. I think they went crazy yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. And the Reds won a series against the Yankees. I think they pitched Chase Burns yesterday. Yeah, the Brewers lost the first 2 at Atlanta, and then they splooged in game 3. 9 runs. Let's see who did the damage.
Okay, I have a thought.
Okay, I'm ready to hear it.
I think I like the Reds. I think the Reds getting a little confidence because not only did they win a series against the Yankees in New York, they also won a series against the Mets at home, 12-0, 5-3. And I think you know what? You said this, and I think the opposite happens. You said the loser of that Diamondbacks Red series is going to spiral. I actually think I like what the Reds have done, winning 4 of 6 since, winning both series. I'm going to go with the fucking Reds here, I think.
All right. William Contreras, 4 hits yesterday, a home run and 3 RBIs. 2 hits the game before that. It's definitely at least at minimum a heating up dude. William, not Wilson.
William Contreras?
For the Brewers. Heating up.
Oh, so not a hot dude.
6 hits, a home run, and 4 RBIs in his last 2 games.
Nope. He's on the precipice.
All right, so just so everyone's keep paying attention in the chat, Jeff has said no to 2 guys. Are you paying attention? Because there's going to be a test on this later. Jeff has said no to 2 guys, William Contreras and Yordan Alvarez.
First of all, 2 very different reasons. Yordan is going against a Cy Young pitcher. And we don't have to tell anybody to take him. That goes back to the Garrett Cole theory, but I understand what you're saying. The Contreras we said this. People have asked what makes someone a hot dude. It has to be more than 2 games. And you're telling me he's 2 games. So that goes into play. If you want to bet him, that's the guys that we've talked about. Is he heating up or is he a hot dude? We find out today.
Okay. So no problem. All right. Guardians with Gavin Williams on the bump, 9-4, 3.8 ERA, going against K, 6-2 with a 4.6 ERA. He's been getting a lot of run support. The White Sox just got swept by the Tigers. It was not enjoyable. What do you think? Could it lead to some type of free fall? The White Sox are 2 games above 500. The Guardians just lost a series at Houston. This one's tough.
This one is tough. This feels like a scrappy game where the Guardians come out on top. And if the Guardians win this game and the White Sox lose, I hate to say it, Steak, I think the White Sox go on a little bit of a losing streak. Not a lot, but I mean, I guess they already kind of are. They've lost 5 of their last 6 games. Ooh, first game back after a long road trip. But
then they got swept.
Yeah, I hate to say it. Well, now here's a question. Is the line what it should be?
Well, we always have to be reminded this by the chat. The Guardians are banged up as hell.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know that the Guardians are a smart wager, but I think the Guardians are the play here.
Cool. All right, let's move on. Dodgers are minus 155 in Minnesota. Dodgers are pitching Lauer, 2-5, 5.3 ERA. Twins are pitching Zebby Matthews, 3-4 with a 4.7 ERA. The Twins just won a series in Arizona, and the Dodgers just lost a series at home to Goots' Orioles. Byron Buxton didn't come through for me. Almost hit my 2-man. Had Abrams and Buxton. Buxton fucked me. But the Twins had 16 runs 2 games ago. The Dodgers lost 12-1. To me, this line seems short, and it kind of seems like an obvious bounce back. But as the chat's mentioned, I guess the Twins are technically a pretty hot team.
That's right. TC just said it, and they are going on our hot team sheet.
They have won 6 out of 7 games.
Minnesota Twins are a hot team, and the Minnesota Twins are going to get played today.
Perfect AGP. That actually makes me feel better. Buxton hit a grand slam Saturday. That makes sense. Book it.
Does how has Royce Lewis been?
Good question, and I will tell you.
I can pull it up too.
Nope, I will tell you.
He's 1 for 3.
3 hits in a row.
Yeah, someone said it. Sneaky hot guy. Who the fuck is this? Ryan Creedler, 28 years old, went to UCLA, center outfielder. Back-to-back games, going 3 for 4, 3 for 4.
He has 6 hits in his last 2 games. He has 7 hits and 6 RBIs in his last 3.
He had 4 RBIs.
And Trevor Larnach. I mean, it sounds like the Twins are just fucking hot then.
Yep.
We're talking about Ryan Creedler and Trevor Larnach.
Yep.
Yeah, Larnach, dude. Larnach's going insane. 8, 9, 11, 13 hits in his last 6 games, 2 home runs and 7 RBIs.
So this is where I'm going to go back to Baseball Savant. What's funny?
Because there's another guy, Josh Bell. The Twins are just fucking hot with Randes. Yep, yeah. Josh Bell, holy Lord. 8, 9, 11, 12 hits in his last fucking 6 games. 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. Crazy.
Josh Bell's probably going to be corp today because he has the best numbers against Eric Lauer. He's 6 for 19 with a double and a home run. Only 3 Ks. That's pretty good in 21 plate appearances. Buxton's 4 for 10, 2 home runs. Brooks Lee. Oh, dude. Could that be a cheeky guy today against Eric Lauer?
I don't know. I just named you a bunch of hot dudes, and you came in and picked one that was not mentioned.
Okay, then I don't want to do that. Sorry.
Also, the corp guys hitting baseball. I'll tell you that a lot.
Yeah, I know they do. Trevor Larnach, you said was a hot dude, right?
Yep.
1 for 3 with a home run off Eric Lauer. I mean, feels like the Twins at a plus price is the
cool. That's fine.
Corpay. You want a lefty?
We got 4 games left.
You want a lefty on lefty against Lauer? Is that what you want? Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Diamondbacks plus 119 at St. Louis, minus 144. Palante versus Kelly.
Got it.
Cardinals are 7 games above 500 still. They just fucking will not fizzle out.
Cooling off a little bit.
They lost a series to the Royals, but they did score 12 runs yesterday. As we talked about already, the Diamondbacks just lost the series to the Twins. Let's see who did the damage for the Cardinals yesterday. Weatherholt had a homer, no problem. Wynn had a homer. Weatherholt had another homer. Wynn had another RBI. Those are the guys that are sticking out. Herrera homered as well. I think J.J. Weatherholt goes on that board.
Man, he's on
Lars Nootbaar.
He's on this board a lot.
Yeah, he is. He is on the board a lot, but let's just see what he's been doing before you. I mean, he hit 2 home runs yesterday.
Who did? Weatherholt?
Yeah, Weatherholt has 10 hits in his last 5 games.
All right, he's on. Yeah, we don't have to overcomplicate it. That's fine.
Not liking a side in this game at all. You?
No.
Keep moving?
Yep.
I'm not putting a Diamondback up there either. Sorry, chat. Red Sox, Rockies. Jay Bennett, 1-3 with a 4.7 ERA, going against Feltner, 2-2 with a 5 ERA. The Rockies are only plus 108 against the Red Sox.
Dude, Boston is bad.
Rockies just won a series against the Pirates. Boston just won a series at Seattle. This game is not speaking to me one bit. Any big guys?
I'll tell you another guy doesn't treat me well. It's Hunter Goodman.
Yeah, I know. I don't think he did much yesterday. I don't even think he played yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or he pinch hit or something.
I'm fucking done with him.
Okay, cool. So let's move on. We're doing good.
Okay. Also, that course theory keeps happening. The first 2 games went under. The last game in the series went over 8-6. Fuck.
Okay, here's one I'm interested in, and I will be taking. Taking one.
Let's hear it.
Orioles, Angels. Orioles are minus 163 with Bradish on the bump. 4-7 with the 4 ERA against Aldegari. 2-2 with the 4.5 ERA. The Orioles have a bunch of hot dudes. They splooged in these last couple games in LA. Now they're still in LA. Dare I say sleepy Orioles?
Mm-hmm.
Sleepy Orioles for me. How funny would it be? How funny would it be for the Orioles splooge against the Dodgers and be sleepy against the Angels? And I kind of think they're that exact team. Also, the Angels just scored, not surprising, but worth mentioning, 27 runs in 3 games in Sacramento.
Okay.
They won 2 out of 3 against the Athletics, who are fucking Zach Neto, another home run. He's probably the guy to mention. I'll look up his stats, but
okay. And then this is the Rocky, TJ Rumfeld.
Cool. Yeah. Zach Neto, 7 hits, 4 home runs, 7 RBIs in his last 6 games. He could definitely get written down.
He's on there.
Cool. So
Neto and Rumfeld.
Angels money line for me. That'll be a fake sharp play.
Okay. Oh, Adele got robbed.
Double down next game.
Taylor Ward revenge game. Okay.
Braves, Padres. Grant Holmes 4-3, 4.3 ERA. Michael King 4-6, 3.6 ERA. The Braves are only minus 109 in San Diego. Don't know what you make of that or what to make of the Padres, who I feel like just aren't good. They just lost another series at Texas. Braves just won a series against the Brewers, which is impressive. But before that, they lost a series to the Giants. So they're definitely not a hot team. Kind of torn on this one.
I have a thought about the San Diego Padres.
Okay.
I know they just made some moves to try to be major players, and it's not really working out. I mean, they got who's the closer from the A's, Mason Miller, who's insane.
Yeah.
But there something with that team is just not clicking, it's not working. I think the Padres have got to be a candidate for a team that is probably going to blow it up.
Yeah, I would agree.
So if that is what I think, shouldn't I take something in season for them to?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you maybe should. There's still a couple games above 500. Go ahead.
So the one thing I was going to say is a guy like Grant Holmes. I'm not a Grant Holmes hater, but I don't know that he's that good of a pitcher. What were his numbers this season? I'm on baseball.
Over 4 ERA. I don't think anybody thinks he's that good.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Right. So there's not a huge sample size here with the Padres lineup, but listen to this. Ty France, forgot all about Ty France. I think he used to be on the Mariners. 2 for 5 with a double. Manny Machado, 2 for 2. Jackson Merrill, 2 for 3. Will Wagner, 1 for 1. There are some guys on here that have seen him. Tatis is 0 for 4. Xander's 0 for 3. I think that Grant Holmes could get touched up here.
Okay.
I kind of want to say this could be, but listen to what I'm saying. If the Padres don't get right and win this series, or even like show a little bit of life, I think they start to make some moves, and then I want to fade the Padres.
Okay. Yeah. I'm fine with everything you said. I'm just not backing the Padres. And
That's okay.
Braves, they're obviously still 20 games above 500 playing without Acuna, but they have to get right. They're definitely playing their worst baseball of the year.
2 weird teams I don't really want to have anything to do with. Before we recap anything, I did want to point out I just decided to go look because Monday is the start of the week and it's the start of these new series. And a lot of teams are traveling and they just came off of like a weekend, series, which it feels like there's a little bit more hype around in baseball. Away teams last week on Monday. You ready for this, Steak?
Yeah.
The Miami Marlins at the Phillies, shut out, lost 7-0. Padres at St. Louis, shut out, lost 3-0. The Mets in Cincinnati, shut out, lost 12-0. The Pirates in Sacramento, lost 11-2. Rays lost 4-3. Angels lost 4-3. The Rockies only scored 4 runs. The Twins won, but they only scored 4 runs. The Royals scored 3 runs. What I'm getting at is this. It feels like maybe there might be something. Away teams on a Monday don't seem to have a lot of life on their offense.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's definitely saying something. You said
could be something to keep an eye on and look into. Every series is different. Yeah, also that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I think on the Green Book you can take away team runs and it might be something to look at. We'll get a picture up of this of the Hot Dude Report. I've got some plays. We have a fake sharp sheet coming. Was there anything else that we wanted to talk about? Actually, there is something I want to talk about. You asked if we could go a few minutes over. We can before we sign off here. I think there'll be a BTL today, 12:30. Everybody stick around and tune in. But real quick, we have to talk about what's going to potentially happen with Giannis and the Bucks.
Okay.
If the rumors are true that the Boston Celtics are offering Jaylen Brown and 3 first-round picks, that feels like a win-win for both teams. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
I think that there's going to be no better return for the Milwaukee Bucks than getting an elite player and first-round picks from any other team. And I'm only wondering this. Who could the other teams be? You said the Heat. Who could the Heat offer? Tyler Hero?
Tons of guys. The Heat got guys to offer in a trade for sure.
Okay, so they can offer guys, but they can't offer an elite player.
No, they do not have a player as elite as Jaylen Brown unless you want to try to make that argument about Bam Adebayo. I do not want to make that argument about Bam.
Yeah. I think that the Celtics also, real quick, not to move on from them, given how weird Jaylen Brown's been after the season, they have to move on from him, don't they?
I guess, but this is the thing with Jaylen Brown. He's really good. And this was supposed to be a wash year for the Boston Celtics. I want everyone to remember that. No one thought the Boston Celtics would be any good this year because Jason Tatum fucking had that injury in the playoffs. And they were like, well, this is a wash year.
Mm-hmm.
Jaylen Brown, the first option, we're not expecting much. And he played really, really good. And they got the 2 seed. But yeah, obviously losing that series to the Sixers and then him going on Twitch to stream and being kind of a weirdo sort of, I feel like kind of deflated his own bubble because, man, at some point in this regular season, the Jaylen Brown stock was really fucking high.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I think that there's some weird things going on there, and him saying that I can't get that quote out of my head of him being like, "Oh, it was my favorite season ever of my professional career, and it was the season that Jason Tatum didn't play."
It's a strange ass thing to say. He said a bunch of weird shit. He did a bunch of weird shit.
It's cryptic. It's weird. If I'm the Celtics, I think you have to probably move on from him. You got a championship, no beef, but you got to get something in return. He's a really, really good player. I think he can be for sure a 1A. Or a 1 on any other team, and he proved that this year. The Bucks, we talked about it towards the end of the season. They had some guys that seemed to be kind of interesting. I forget the names of them. The names are escaping me. Ryan Collins. I don't know, some shit like that. But anyways, the Heat, you're right. They got pieces. Jaime Jaquez is fun. A couple other guys are fun. Whatever. I thought we were talking about the Thunder potentially making a move for Giannis.
Yeah, I think that would be really stupid. The Thunder don't need to do anything. They lost in 7 to the Spurs when they didn't have Jalen Williams or Kassan Wallace. I don't know. It's just the Thunder are fine. Thunder trying to blow it up for Giannis would be stupid. The Celtics doing it, sure. I could argue about it. I could argue that no one should be giving up their entire future for Giannis at 31 or 32 when he hasn't been healthy for a while. But yeah, I always do that. A little shoot 'em up. But I don't know. I think the Miami Heat are the best fit because I don't know that the Celtics are going to do that for Jaylen Brown and 3 picks.
So you don't think the Heat, or you don't think the Celtics are the best?
But hold on, Joel. Let me stop you. If they have to do something, but they have guys to pay, how does getting Giannis help that? Doesn't Giannis have an insane contract?
Can Giannis be a Wemby stopper?
I don't know. I do not know. I think I got to be that guy. The only thing stopping Wemby is Wemby shooting fadeaway 3-pointers and fucking his awful shot selection. But I don't think anybody can really stop Wemby.
Stop Giannis for 12 feet. Yeah, I think that is a no-brainer. I think the Celtics have to make a trade happen personally because I think they have to move Jaylen Brown. And I don't know who else. What are you going to do? You're going to trade with like Memphis?
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do? Where is Jaylen Brown going to go? I think that is done. And somebody just said Jaylen Brown's live right now on Twitch. It's very funny. He applied for Streamer University. This is done. Jaylen Brown in Boston is done, in my opinion. Thunder should absolutely make a move because they have the assets and Spurs are only going to get better. I don't disagree with that.
No, what's that trade? Someone give me a hypothetical trade. That worries me for the Thunder.
Well, it would probably be Jalen Williams. It would or Chet. AJ Mitchell, Jalen Williams, and 3 first-rounders. 2 first-rounders? No, probably 3 first-rounders. If it's going to be Jaylen Brown and 3 first-rounders, if you do Jalen Williams and then I think Jaylen Brown's better than Jalen Williams. So you got to do Jalen Williams and another player to meet and get that 3rd round. Chet McCain pick.
Chet McCain and picks and just do it. If that's the trade, just do it.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought it would definitely have to have Jalen Williams in there. I thought it would have to have Jalen Williams and another player.
I like Jalen Williams too. I wouldn't want to necessarily give up on him. He seems like a guy too that they have good chemistry and they like each other. So
I'm reading this out loud. There's absolutely zero reason for the Thunder to get actively older. TC Tone, chef's kiss. Couldn't agree more. It's a great comment.
Great job, TC Tony. Great job by you, Steak, to highlight it and read it for the people that are listening while they drive from their commute and listen later. We appreciate that. By the way, Jordan Belfort said, "Can you guys stay on another hour?" Haha. Would love to, but no, we can't. Last thing, Brady Tkachuk got traded to the Florida Panthers. 3 first-round picks, I think, 2, the number 9th, 25th, and another one. Ottawa had to trade Brady. It was kind of clear that they were going to move on from him. It is insane that the Florida Panthers got Brady Tkachuk. The Tkachuk brothers on the same team was part of the reason the USA team was so much fun to watch. The roster in Sunrise, Florida is absolutely insane, and it is unfair.
I saw Chelly tweet, explain this in NFL terms, and someone said it's if TJ Watt and JJ Watt played together in their primes. Is that accurate?
It's kind of fun. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I think that's, although one guy like Matthew Tkachuk, I think is a little bit more offensively skilled instead of it's just like 2 bruisers. But because Matthew Tkachuk is also like a rat and somebody that fucks with you. Yeah, I think that I have nothing better. I have nothing better. So yeah, that's pretty good.
Yes, AB, there's a BTL today.
I think there is. Yes, that is the last thing I wanted to say. They need a goalie. Bobrovsky's probably not going to get paid. They're going to move on. I don't really know who they have behind him. They got rid of Spencer Knight. They got rid of Stolars. Obviously, he was on the Leafs. But the Cats are going to be a big problem for a long time. All right.
Great job. Everyone who was talking shit in the chat about us being 7 minutes late, make sure you also mention that we went 9 minutes over. So net, you got an extra 2 minutes. You're fucking welcome. Glaze us.
I love when you stick it to the chat. All right. Great job. Great Monday stream, everybody. We will see you tomorrow morning. Well, we're going to try to see you tomorrow morning at 10:30. Steak will go live, maybe with Snowman, maybe solo, and then I will catch up around 11 after my meeting. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks again for the subs. We'll tweet the fake shark sheep and the hot dude sheet later. Have a great day. Good luck on all your wagers.
Bye.
Bye.